Hello?
Hi, is Austin there?
Yeah, this is Austin.
Hey, Austin, what's up? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who's this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
I think you probably have the wrong number.
No, I don't think I do. I think I'm talking to the right guy.
No, honestly, I don't know who you are. I think you've got the wrong number, probably.
No, I think I have the right number. I think I really need to speak with you about something.
All right. What does a radio show need to talk to me about?
Well, it's about a date that you recently went on with one of our listeners. Her name is Andrea, and she actually emailed us asking if we could get you on the phone.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Emailed a radio station trying to get me on the phone?
Yes, it's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Andrea is wondering why you haven't been returning any of her phone calls.
Wait, so she emailed you and asked you to call me to ask me why I didn't call her back?
Yes.
Like, this is something that you guys do for your listeners?
Yep, it is. It's kind of a public service for them. And it's a learning situation. You know, they get to hear what they did wrong on a date so they don't hopefully do it again.
And she really wanted you to call me?
Mm-hmm. Because she likes you. Should she know why you're not calling her back? Is it something that should be obvious to her?
I don't know. I don't think it would be obvious to her, to be honest with you, no.
Okay, well, she seemed nice when we talked to her about the date.
Oh, she's perfectly pleasant, and
Okay.
I think she's a nice girl.
Are you just not attracted to her or something?
Yeah.
She's very attractive. You know, there's just, again, there was just some weird things that happened on the date that just made me not feel like we really should hang out again. You
Can
know?
I tell you what she thinks it is, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong?
Sure, if you want to go ahead, that's fine.
She thinks that you're not calling her back because she didn't know who Martin Scorsese is and can't pronounce his name.
I mean, yeah, it was, honestly, it was pretty wild. All right, maybe you don't know him, but you at least know some of his movies. You know, like Gangs of New York's pretty recent, or The Departed won an Oscar. You know, at least pronounce his name right after I teach you. Come on.
It's usually pretty easy to say a name after you've heard it.
Oh,
when we talked to
break,
her,
you guys.
when we talked to her, we tried to say it to her too. She still couldn't get it.
Yeah.
But she thinks
that, I mean,
she thinks that's why you're not calling her back.
But come on,
Is
that
that the
can't be a
reason?
reason. She can't pronounce a
No,
name.
I mean, it was pretty strange, but it's not the reason.
Okay, can you tell us what the reason is then?
So, all right, so I take her to this restaurant, and it's a pretty nice restaurant. We get brought to our table, and the waitress pulls out the chair for her to sit down at the table, and she hops up on the chair, like feet on the chair, standing on the chair in the middle of the restaurant. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Did you say she like stood on the chair?
Yeah, like literally put her feet, like stood 3 feet over everybody who was standing, stood on the chair, because she said that the view from up there was breathtaking, and she needed to take a picture for Instagram. So she
Wait, so
View
she-
of the
on the chair and took a picture of, like, the restaurant room with, like, some windows in the background showing the view that we could see on her from standing on her. Like, it was embarrassing. It was one of the most embarrassing things. This is an expensive restaurant we went to.
Maybe she's never been to a nice restaurant before, and she was just like shocked to be there. And
I'd be embarrassed to be there with her standing on the chair at a McDonald's.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. I was trying to help justify it for you
I
somehow.
think that it's cute. She gets excited about beautiful things.
No, and I agree. Like, if Andrea had only done it once, that would have been one thing. But this odd Instagram behavior just kept happening and happening. For example, we're leaving the restaurant, and she stops in the middle of us leaving. It's like, I really need to take a picture with this view in the background. So she like literally basically throws me her phone and runs over to the window, and she gets into like this weird like yoga pose basically where she's got her leg behind her head and she's grabbing it with the other side arm, and I basically am sitting on someone's table while they're eating, trying to take a picture of her for Instagram doing a yoga pose in a restaurant in front of these windows. Like I said, it was weird. I don't want to go on a date with someone and be their professional Instagram photographer.
Come
you know what I'm
on.
saying?
You don't want to add that to your list of job duties that you can do? Like special skills section on your resume. I'm a photographer.
Maybe if she was going to pay me for it, but the fact that I'm paying for dinner, I'm picking her up, we're going out on my dime, and I'm also her photographer for her pictures by herself. Give me a break. I don't need this in my life.
You know what else is kind of annoying?
What's that?
She's actually on the other line listening right now and wants to talk to you.
That's not funny at all.
Andrea, are you there?
I am.
Oh, my God. This is
Austin,
pretty shady, guys.
really, Austin, you have a problem with the fact that I like taking photographs? You know, I like taking pictures of my Instagram. I have a lot of fans on there. And I'm kind of known for doing poses in different places.
I mean, that's fantastic news, but I mean, we were out on a date. I figured you could maybe focus on our date rather than your Instagram followers who you don't actually know. Like, if you're going to show some interest in someone, at least sit there and be a part of what's going on rather than thinking about, well, how can I best interact with these strangers on the internet? Like,
He has a really good point, Andrea.
People that follow me on Instagram, they like to know what I'm doing. And so, I share it and stuff, and they like it.
Andrea, at one point, you handed me your phone and took my phone so that I could take a picture of you looking at a phone in front of a brick wall.
Shut up. That is not true.
Did that
you
really happen?
do that?
It 100% happened. It made no sense. She was looking at my phone with me taking a picture of her phone so she could post herself looking at any phone in front of a brick wall on Instagram.
Andrea.
It was a great picture. It got like 400 likes.
I'll tell
pretty
you,
good.
it got one unlike from me. I did not like taking it.
Andrea, I don't think that's the point. Like, if he spent his entire time on his phone or maybe even doing his hobby while he was on a date with you, you would have found it incredibly rude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we talked about a lot of different things. I mean, we had a whole discussion about movies and how much we both love movies.
You're going to bring up the movies again? You're going to bring up the movies?
I thought we had a nice conversation about movies, but I guess not.
It was fine. Again, the whole thing was just fine.
Andrea, you don't see how it could be a little bit annoying that you're taking pictures every 5 seconds and making him basically your hired photographer for the evening.
Instagram is the wave of the future, and if you're not on Instagram, then you're not a part of the future. So that really sucks for you.
Oh, I think you work for Instagram. This is ridiculous.
Oh, gosh.
Well, you know what, Austin, I would love to ask you this question. Would you like to go out with Andrea on a second date? We will pay for it.
Andrea, again, you're super sweet, and there's another Instagrammer out there for you. But that dude is not me.
Whatever. I get hit up by so many guys on my Instagram. I don't even need to go out on a date with you.
Oh, sweetheart.
All right.
No, it doesn't sound like you do.
No, I guess not. Andrea, thank you. I'm sorry it wasn't a successful second date update.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Before we let you go, though, do you need to take a picture of yourself on the phone doing a second date update?
I never thought of that. I should totally do that.
No, you should not do that.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh, my goodness.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Luke, please?
No, he's not here.
This is not Luke?
No, this is not.
Is
Who's
this 206-347?
Yeah, this is Luke's phone, but Luke is not here. Who am I speaking to?
My name is Jubal. I'm from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on the radio station Moving 92.5. How are you?
I'm all right.
Who is this?
This is Bobby. I'm his brother.
Oh, you're his brother.
Yeah. Is there a message you want me to give to him?
Yeah, this is kind of weird. So is he around at all?
No, he's not.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. Is there something I can help you with?
Well, I'm calling because there was somebody that emailed us that went on a date with him. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. Basically, if you're interested in somebody and they don't call you back after a date, we call them for you. So that's why we're calling looking for Luke.
Okay, well, I don't know who this person is, but I think it's probably best to just let them know that Luke he's not going to be available for a while.
Is he all right? Like, did something happen to Luke? Because, okay, the girl that he went out with is concerned about him, and she's been trying to get a hold of him.
Okay, well, I understand that, and, that's nice to hear. I don't know if you can relay the message back to her that he's not going to call her back.
What?
You can't give me another number or something?
I mean, if you want to call the county jail, you can do that, but...
What? Jail?
What?
Are you saying, so Luke is locked up right now?
Yeah, he's in custody.
What did he do?
Listen, I mean, what didn't he do? I'm not going to get into all that, so it's his own thing, so...
He's in jail?
He's in jail.
Hey, what's your name, man?
What's that?
What's your name?
My name is Bobby.
Bobby, hey, we actually have the girl Kaylee on the other line hoping to talk to Luke. Can you tell her, like, will Luke be calling her back in 5 to 10, 25 to life? Like, how long?
Just give a time frame.
Honestly, I don't really know. I probably shouldn't be speaking about his case, but, he had a few outstanding warrants, and then one thing led to another, and he had to turn himself in.
A few warrants.
My God.
How long has he been locked up?
2 weeks.
Okay.
About.
So the urgent family matter wasn't necessarily something to do with anybody else, just maybe.
You're your own family.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's okay. Kaylee, do you have a message you'd like to send to Luke on the inside?
Wait, who is? I'm Kaylee. Who are you? You dated Luke?
Well, I didn't date him, like, plural. We had one date, and it was really good. And then the next day he called, and he was like, oh, my gosh, family emergency. I'll call you as soon as I can. And then I didn't hear back from him.
Right.
His phone's been weird. So I was just curious if he had a really good time.
Honestly, I don't. You didn't mention anything to me, but so what? How do you know him? How what do you do?
Man, he just like randomly found me on Facebook. Does he do that a lot?
I mean, I don't really know how many people he's met on Facebook, but so wait a minute. You guys only went on one date then, right?
Yeah, one date.
So I don't know what he told you he did, but he was working a minimum wage job, and I mean, I'm a firefighter, and I take care of myself pretty well. So
Firefighter.
Hey, just throw that fact out there.
Yeah.
All right then.
You're a firefighter?
Oh, God.
What's up, hero?
So.
We worked in here on our date, so like he didn't like wine and dine me. We went out and we had like cheap beers and played pool.
Come on, you need to have that's not a man date. Like a guy needs to take you on a real date.
What's a real date? Like dinner?
I don't know, like, you got to sit down and have dinner, get to know one another. Just sounds like, It sounds like, Luke, it sounds like he just took somebody bowling. Like, that's the stuff he was doing back in high school.
I don't know. It was a little more flirtatious than bowling. I don't know.
I think this is more flirtatious than bowling.
Yeah, is this really happening right now?
Can I ask you guys a question? Bobby, would you be interested in going out with Kaylee?
No,
Your brother only went out on one date with her. We will pay for it.
Brother's in jail.
I mean, the girls that Luke has dated in the past, he's dated some cute girls. So, I mean, if you're like any of the girls that he's dated before, I mean...
What kind of brother are you?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
Hey, he's locked up. What are you going to do? He's got to take care of his, the girls that he's dating. Somehow they're going to get lonely.
I bet this brother even turned him in. Like, you're ratting him out and taking his women?
Bobby, do you have any court dates or anything that we should know about?
No, I'm free and clear.
Nice.
Are you the hotter brother, Bobby?
Oh, yeah.
My family says I am, so, I've always been the cute one is what they said, so.
All right, well, Bobby, would you like to take Kaylee out on a date? Your brother won't know about it.
Oh.
I'm down with it. Kaylee, sounds like you deserve to be wined and dined after this experience.
Oh, my God.
Are you a wine and
I'm
diner?
serious. I mean, it's the least I could do to sort of say, we're sorry for this unfortunate circumstance.
Say we're sorry?
Yeah, he's standing up for his brother.
I mean... I'm kind of down for it.
Yeah.
Hopefully they are not playing this in the jail yard right now.
This is awesome.
Dude, your brother must have some really bad karma.
Oh, my God.
I think it would be fun.
I think it'd be fun. Well, congratulations, you guys. You got a first date out of our second date update. I'll put you guys on the phone so you can get it all figured out. Okay, Bobby?
Cool.
All right, tell your brother to stay strong.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Nicole, please?
This is Nicole.
Hey, Nicole, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Excuse me?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, radio show. I got an email about you.
What?
Yeah, you recently went out on a date with a guy named Jeremy.
Yeah.
And I got an email because apparently you're not calling Jeremy back. I'm just kind of curious. Can you tell me why your date didn't go very well with Jeremy?
We had a nice time, but it was kind of weird. His mom seemed to be just like really concerned where he was. She just kept like calling him, and she actually posted on his Facebook asking if anyone knew where he was, and that was just maybe just a little too much for me.
Kind of killed it when his mom kept bugging him?
Yeah, because I looked on Facebook. He went to the bathroom, and I just went on Facebook, and I saw the post, and I brought it up to him, and he immediately changed. I could tell he got super embarrassed, but then he was just really short with me, and it got a little awkward. And
were you guys just out at a bar or something at this point?
Yeah, we had just been hanging out, kind of getting to know each other for a couple hours, and then his mom kind of got involved.
But you could see it also as this guy has a really good relationship with his mother, which is a positive.
Yeah, I think that's great. I have a great relationship with my mom. I would hope that everyone gets to have a good relationship with their mom. But if I want to be in the middle of that is another.
Let me ask you a question, Nicole. If you were out on a date and your mom started doing that on your Facebook, what would you do?
I'd probably do just what he did. He was super embarrassed. I'd be really embarrassed. I'd probably shut down and not really know how to deal with it. Luckily, my mom wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
How did you guys end the night then?
It felt a little abrupt because we were in the middle kind of chatting and getting to know each other. And then I brought that up to him, and it was kind of late anyway. So I think mutually we both kind of found a reason to call it a night not long after.
He hasn't sent you any text messages or tried to call you or anything?
There have been a few here and there. You know, my schedule's been really busy, so it's been kind of hard to, like, keep track of everything.
That's what everyone says when they don't want to go out with somebody.
Nicole, I have somebody on the other line that wants to talk to you.
What do you mean? He's not on the phone, is he?
Jeremy?
Yeah.
No, Jeremy isn't on the phone.
Okay.
His mom, Barbara, is.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
She wanted to talk to you and see if she could smooth things over. Barbara?
Oh, I'm here.
Hello.
Hi, Nicole. This is Barbara, otherwise known as the ever-dreaded helicopter mom. And I get it. I understand. I just went somewhere in my brain that I should have never gone, and I'm really calling to apologize to you. Jeremy doesn't know I'm making this call, and I'm hoping it kind of stays that way. But I just felt so horrible because I know he really found you lovely.
Barbara, I appreciate you reaching out. I can tell that you're a very loving and attentive mother, and you raised a wonderful man, and I really enjoyed getting to know him. But I'm not sure that, regardless of what part you played, if it was really going to work out with us.
Nicole, seriously, I understand. I understand that you're not a mom. And if you're ever lucky enough to be a mother, trust me when I tell you, you will look back on this and go, aha. I promise you. I promise you. He's my boy, you know. He still lives with me. I generally know where he is at all times, but it's my son. I make him lunch every day to this day. This is my boy.
Barbara, you might want to stop a little bit.
Oh my gosh, Barbara.
You're making him sound like he's 15.
No. It's just, you really have to be a mom to see it from my point of view. And I understand why you're saying what you're saying, but what I'd like to do is make Nicole understand it from my point of view. It's a mom thing.
Oh, God, I hope not. I really hope not.
I understand where you're coming from, Barbara. I do. I just think that maybe, from what you're telling me, your son and I are in different places. I think that we're coming from different environments at this point, and I don't know that it's compatible.
Well, I mean, Nicole, please. I mean, how was your mother when you got your period? Wasn't she there for you?
Sure, she was there for me, but that was also 10 years ago.
It doesn't change. It doesn't change.
It needs to change, Barbara. It needs to change.
I'm an adult. I'm 21, and my mom raised me and trusts me and knows that at the end of the day, if I need her, I will call her, but otherwise I am making my way as a person. And I
hear you. Your mom, me, every mom on the planet, when you don't know what your child is or where your child is, you get a little nutty. I don't care how old they get to be.
You know,
this is so
especially when they're 21 years old.
Commentary on him. This is from the mom heart.
All right. Well, I'm glad you were able to get that out, Barbara. Now comes the important question, okay? Nicole, would you like to go out with her son Jeremy one more time? I will pay for a second date for you guys.
Please.
I'm sorry, Barbara. I don't see this going anywhere, and I would rather appreciate our one date for what it was. I don't think that there's a second date.
A nice way to put it, Nicole.
You know, Nicole, again, I hear what you're saying. I understand that you've said no. But I am going to go out on a limb so far because of what an extraordinary young man that Jeremy is. I will host a beautiful, beautiful dinner. I will do all the cooking. I will stay out of it. I will clean. I will do everything. Just Give this young man the chance that he deserves. Please.
Absolutely not.
No. You're missing out on a really good one here, Nicole.
Oh.
I'm sure that I am.
Oh,
All right, Nicole, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Barbara, I'm sorry that didn't work out for you.
Well, I thank you for trying.
Oh, my
No problem.
God.
In the future, I do have a suggestion for you for your son.
Yes.
They make these like little chips you can put in pets so you can find them everywhere. Get your son chipped, and then you won't have to go on Facebook.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hear
That's
that?
my boy. You know, he still lives with me. I generally know where he is at all times, but it's my son. I make him lunch every day to this day.
Wow.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Ellie.
This is she.
Hey, Ellie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Good. What's this about?
Well, I'm calling you because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
What kind of email?
It was an email about a date that you went on recently.
What?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. So you recently went out with a guy named Riley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like,
And I guarantee you remember this date because Riley told us about it, and he said that you accused him of being a murderer.
Yeah, I did.
Unless that happens on a lot of your dates, does it? Or was it just this one time?
Oh, no. This was unique.
I don't blame you. After we talked to him, I'm like, I would have felt the exact same way you did.
So you talked to him?
Yeah, we did. We talked to him about your date. He told us how you guys met at the mall, planned a date, and after he picked you up, you guys drove around for a little while, and then you accused him of being a murderer and asked to get out of the car and then called your friend to pick you up.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So that's
What was going through your mind?
You know, I'm in this guy's car, and we're driving around, and lots of strange back roads, and he was going and going and going, and I didn't know what he was doing. I mean, I would ask him questions about if he knew where he was going, if he was lost, and he just sort of kind of, in a very creepy way, mumbled answers to me. I don't know. It was very strange.
Whoa.
And so that's when I decided I needed to get out of this car, and I told him to pull over right away.
Yeah. He told us all that. He did also tell us that the reason he was driving around like that was because he was lost, and he didn't want to ask for directions or use his GPS because he wanted to prove to you that a man knows where he's going.
Really?
It doesn't sound like you believe that.
I don't know. I mean, who in this day and age doesn't use GPS?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I said. But he
What
said
thing, Jubal?
he told us he was playing some cool music on his phone and didn't want to interrupt it with his GPS.
Well, he was playing cool music, but like you would think, like that's a little creepy to sort of kind of keep driving and not answer me. Like, are you lost?
Outside of you thinking he was a murderer and driving around forever, like, did you have any good conversation in between your life flashing before your eyes?
When I met him at the mall, you know, he seemed very cool and charming and everything. And then
Yeah, they always are.
Yeah, right?
They always are.
Yeah, but you know, then he picks me up, and it was like totally different. You know, it was just sort of kind of creepy, and I don't know, it's a totally different creature. I don't know.
So would it have been different if he'd have said, "Hey, I'm sorry, I'm really lost right now. I do not intend on murdering you"?
In all honesty, it might have been a little bit my fault too. You know, I overreacted.
Okay, you think that you overreacted? I don't know if you're overreacting. I mean,
So I've been binge watching on Netflix lately.
Binge watching Netflix.
What does that have to do with you thinking that he's a murderer?
Well, there's a show called Forensic Files that I've been addicted to.
Oh, I love that show.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but you know what? After watching Forensic Files, you think everybody's out to kill you.
Well, like I think it just really got in my head, but I don't know.
I do not watch anything like that. Ever since I was a single girl living by myself, I can't watch CSI shows. I can't watch any of them.
So yeah, I think that's probably why it was sort of my fault. I've been watching the show even up until like he picked me up for the date.
Oh, yeah. That should be a lesson. Don't watch Forensic Files right before some dude picks you up for a date.
Oh man, of course you were scared.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that show, but I'm guessing it's all about murdering people.
Yes.
Yes.
How they
And
find bodies and stuff.
yeah, and there's
it is.
probably a lot of gruesome reenactments.
Okay, you guys need to stop talking about it because now it's getting back in my head again.
So, sort of a miscommunication then. He didn't tell you that he was lost, and you automatically thought that he might be a murderer.
Yeah, that's basically it.
You know who would be really interested to hear this? Riley, because he's actually on the other line listening right now.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Riley, you there?
I'm here.
Oh, man.
Wow, I didn't realize you were on the line. That makes me seem even creepier now, doesn't it?
That is a good point, Riley.
Listen, Ellie, I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to come off that way to you. I just was so nervous. The whole thing was just so ridiculous. It kept getting worse and worse and worse, and now I just feel like a total idiot. I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm sorry, too. I know I overreacted. I just, you got to understand it was creepy. Like, I'm asking you if you're lost and stuff, and you just sort of kind of grumbled like a serial killer. So I didn't know what to think.
I realize this now, and listen, if I made you feel uncomfortable, I'm really, really, really sorry. I feel really bad, and I'm sorry to be a creep at the end when I dropped you off. I just really didn't want to leave you alone. I didn't want you to get hurt. I just wanted you to be safe, I just feel terrible.
Well, that's sweet, Riley. Now that I understand, I don't know. At the time, I just totally thought you were waiting across the street to, kill me and maybe my friend too.
No.
I don't know.
No, I would never. I didn't want to leave you alone because then if something happened to you, it would have been my fault anyway, and that would have been even worse for me.
Oh. Hey, Riley.
Trust me, killing you and your friend was the furthest thing from my mind that night.
Oh my God.
Really weird way to put it, Riley.
Yeah.
But Ellie, does that comfort you to know that was the last thing Riley was thinking about?
I guess so.
Oh my God.
Ellie, would you like to go on a second date with Riley? He actually sounds like a good dude. We will pay for it.
Well, now that I know the whole story and the whole background on why he was acting the way he was and how I overreacted, now it makes sense, and of course I would. He's very sweet.
Yay!
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. You need to start watching like HGTV or something and stay away from your Netflix binge shows.
Try cartoons.
Okay.
Ellie, I actually like Forensic Files a lot. Maybe we can get together and watch it sometime.
No.
Nah, I don't. That sounded creepy, Riley. You're back to creepy again, man. I'm sorry.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, is Ryan there?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Ryan, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
What's this about?
You recently went out on a date with somebody who listens to our show, and she emailed us asking if we could get you on the phone because she hasn't heard from you since you guys went out. It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. If somebody goes out on a date and then they get blown off, they'll email us to see if we can get the person who blew them off on the phone, and that happens to be you.
Who was it that wanted to know about me?
Her name is Fiona.
Oh, okay.
And you guys met at a work conference and I guess had some lunch together.
Uh-huh.
And Fiona says that she really enjoyed hanging out with you and wanted to see you again, but you haven't been responding to her when she's asked you out.
Just not really interested. I think we're more work friends.
Really? She sounds rad. She's a girl that's into football. She's got her own career going on.
Can I tell you what she thinks it is?
Okay, sure.
She thinks it's because while you guys were eating lunch and watching football, she freaked out and started dropping a bunch of cuss words or something, and you had this look on your face that you were very shocked by that.
Yeah, I remember that. She got into it pretty intensely.
She feels like that turned you off and you don't want to talk to her again because of that.
No, that was actually really more funny. Like, I guess her team fumbled, and then she went crazy and she yelled, "F***ing mother bag."
That's awesome.
Impressive.
Yeah, so why do you not want to call her back? Sounds like wife material to me.
No.
Yeah, no, I actually was laughing at that. That actually was pretty funny.
Were you just not attracted to her then or something, like physically?
I thought she was attractive, but then there was this thing that happened that just weirded me out super intensely, and it's never happened to me before like this, where like I liked someone, then this one thing happens, and then I was 100% turned off.
What was it? Because we talked to her and we're like, anything embarrassing happened on your date? And she's like, no, not at all. Everything was pretty normal.
I mean, I guess she thought that everything was normal, like for her in her world, but that was not normal for me.
What was it?
So we were eating lunch,
Mm-hmm.
and we both ordered the shrimp.
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know.
And so, like, yeah, like, we're eating the shrimp, it's fine, and I look over, and she's eating, like, the heads and stuff, but then I look over, and she's eating the shrimp tails.
Oh. Some people do that, though.
I think it's kind of gross too, but I know multiple people that do that.
You can.
You're not telling me that her eating shrimp tails turned you off and made you think she was gross.
Yes, that is so gross. I mean, you say that you know people who've done that. I don't know anyone who eats the shrimp tails. It's gross.
I know a married couple who both do it.
Some chefs leave it on purpose for crunch.
That doesn't sound that gross to me.
Well, no, that's not even the worst part.
Okay.
The worst part is that she'd eaten all of the tails, and then she looks over at my plate, and she asks me if I'm going to eat my shrimp tails. And I'm like, no. And then she goes over and she eats all of my shrimp tails.
Okay, like, I'm not a big fan of eating the shrimp tails, but then I don't like sharing food anyway, but then to reach across and start eating your shrimp tails, that's kind of weird.
By themselves?
Yeah, it's not like I had an extra French fry on my plate or anything, and she just wanted to eat it, okay? It's like shrimp tails, discarded shrimp tails that you ate.
That's the stuff that you had thrown onto the other plate because you didn't want to eat it because you consider it trash.
It's gross.
Is that the only reason? Because she started eating all the shrimp tails in sight?
I can't get enough.
Yeah, I mean, like, the eating shrimp tails is one thing, but then she's also wanted to eat mine, and that was like it. I have lost complete interest in her. Totally not my type.
Come on, that's so judgy. That's such a stupid reason not to call somebody back that's super awesome.
No, that just grossed me out, and I'm sorry, I just can't be attracted to her.
Oh my God.
That's funny because she's actually on the other line listening to this conversation, Ryan.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Fiona.
Hi.
Oh, God.
So, Ryan, you think I'm gross, huh?
No, I just think that was really gross what you did, like eating those tails and my tails, honestly.
First of all, who doesn't eat the shrimp? Like, they wouldn't leave them on if you weren't supposed to eat them.
Good point.
That's a good point, I guess.
No, they're just decoration. That's the only reason they're on there, and they don't want to do the work of taking them off.
They're not decoration. They're crunchy, which is awesome, and they have nutrition. It's like the peel on a fruit or a vegetable. You're supposed to eat it.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that has nutrition that I wouldn't eat. Just because it has nutrition doesn't mean it's good to eat.
I'm going to be honest. I was super worried, but I feel like you're just kind of being a
I'm going to back Fiona on this one.
I mean, you can call me whatever you want, but, like, I don't need to spend my time with someone who's going to eat like that. It's nasty.
So then you are calling me gross. For eating
Yeah,
food.
you're going to keep eating those tails, then yeah, that's gross. Like, now you even know about it and you're still doing it. That's
French fries. Dude, you don't leave French fries on the plate, do you? No. Even if it's not your plate, if you're there with somebody else and there's a couple fries left, you eat them.
No, it's like you ate a burger and then you decided to grab the wrapper out of the trash and eat that too.
Seems a bit much, Ryan.
I agree. But Fiona, at any point did you like maybe have a second thought about eating off his plate, his leftovers?
No, I asked him if it was okay, and he said it was. If he was grossed out by it, why didn't he just say something?
That's a good point.
Because, like, I'm not going to stop you. I want to see you in your natural habitat, you know?
She's just a carnivore.
She's an animal.
That's how we do it in the South. That's how it is. And you know what? If you can't handle that, you probably couldn't handle me.
Well, that brings me to my question then. Ryan, would you like to go out on a second date with Fiona?
No way.
Are you sure? I'll pay for it.
If she was, like, open to maybe changing her mind, then I would think about it. But it sounds like she's just going to be eating, like, you know, shrimp tails left and right.
So you're saying that you might be willing to go on a second date if you promise never to eat a shrimp tail again.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should go on a second date with me. We can go to an all-you-can-eat shrimp buffet, and I'll show you exactly how many shrimp tails I can eat. I'll crunch them right in your face so you can hear it nice and loud.
It is, I mean, they're kind of the consistency of fingernails.
Yeah, maybe I'll clip my fingernails and eat some of those, too.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Everyone is just, like, disgusting. I mean, this is just grossing me out. Seeing your fingernail. Like, why did I even answer this phone call?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Worst part is that she'd eaten all of the tails, and then she looks over at my plate, and she asks me if I'm going to eat my shrimp tails. And I'm like, no. And then she goes over and she eats all of my shrimp tails.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Veronica?
this is she.
Hey, Veronica, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Veronica.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little confused why you're calling.
Okay, well, let me clear that up for you. We do a segment on our show called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened.
Okay.
Okay, and we got an email from a guy named Michael.
Michael.
Mm-hmm.
You
And he
have
told
to.
us all about your date.
Very memorable.
Well,
the cat guy?
Yep. He told us about your date. He said that he brought along his cats, and it was unfortunate because one of them got sick, and it made the whole thing kind of disgusting. And he also said that you're not getting back to him, and he would love to see you again. So we're on the phone asking you if it was the cats that ruined your date.
I mean, the cat thing was strange. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know how much you know.
I'll tell you what he told us. He said that it was like a blind date, and he heard that you liked cats, so he thought he would bring along 4 of his cats. And then on the way there, one of them got sick. And you guys went to dinner, and then came out to the car, and the car stunk really badly, so you decided to just leave in an Uber.
Oh, you know more than I thought you might.
Yeah, I mean, normally people probably wouldn't own up to taking their cats along on a first date, but he did, so...
Very honest.
Yeah, he told us pretty much everything.
Honestly, we told him, like, I thought it was shocking that you even made it to dinner.
You know, I thought it was a sweet gesture.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a first date. It was a blind date, so it's not like I'm going to show up to this random guy's apartment. And, you know, he obviously wanted to share a part of who he was.
And he's part cat.
So what was your first thought when you got into the car and there was 4 cats in there?
Well, I mean, I can't say I wasn't a little bit surprised. I mean, it's not every day you get into a cat car.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to be honest, they were pretty well behaved at first. I mean, the puking thing, that was definitely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't really know what to say. I don't want to sound mean. He's just a different kind of guy.
Right.
He's half man, half cat.
Yeah.
Of course, he's going to be a little different.
Yeah, you have no idea. It didn't really stop with him just bringing his cats alone.
Oh, no.
For starters, he was super excited to play his ringtone for me, which was the theme song to Disney's Aristocat.
It is a catchy tune, though.
That's cute.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
That's the one.
Well, okay, so he has that as his ringtone. Makes sense. Makes sense talking about him, for sure.
It was just a little awkward sitting in the restaurant with him playing the song and singing along at volume. It was embarrassing, to say the least.
I feel like that's got to be the least shocking thing, though. I mean, if a guy shows up with 4 random cats in his car, you're going to expect him to be really into cats.
Yeah.
Well, yes, he's into cats. He's super into his cats in particular. But things got worse over dinner. He started, trying to groom himself like a cat.
Shut up.
No.
Was it joking?
How?
As a joke?
I don't know if it was a joke, but he would lick the back of his hand and, rub it on his brow and his temples, over and over.
That had to be a joke. He must have been joking around with
No
you.
one does that.
I don't know. I mean, while I was speaking, he'd just be doing this and staring intently in my eyes. And, a hair would fall out of place on his forehead, and he'd swipe it back with the back of his hand.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I feel like it was... it sounds like something somebody would do as a joke. But also, we talked to him, and I don't think he would do that as a joke. But I need to find out. Hey, Veronica, guess what? Michael's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah, but also I want to talk to him because I have to find out if that was for real or not. Michael, are you there?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, my God.
Michael, did you hear everything she said?
Yeah, I heard all of it, yeah.
You want to address any of it?
Well, for starters, everybody likes that ringtone. After hearing her words, it sounds like, everybody wants to be a meanie. I don't know. It just doesn't sound particularly nice.
No, Michael, it's not that I didn't like it. I'm not trying to be mean. I just found it a little strange.
Well, what song do you want me to play on my ringtone? I can change. I can change my ringtone.
Sweet man.
Michael, calm down. I don't want you to change, okay? I think it's great that you're your own person. I don't think anybody should change for anybody.
Right.
Well, the only reason I'm showing you all this stuff is because people told me that you like cats. So I figured you like cats. I bring the cats along. I have my cat ringtone. I thought you were a cat person.
I mean, I do like cats. I just got to be 100% honest, Michael. When I picture myself going out with someone, I just don't picture that person having 4 cats.
Well, you're happy to know that I don't have 4 cats. I have 6 cats. I only brought 4 of them with me because the other 2 don't like traveling in the car.
Cats, Michael.
Yeah, I
That's
don't think that's
beyond-
what she wanted to hear.
That is beyond liking. That's obsession. You are obsessed with cats, Michael.
Well, I mean, I knew a lady that had 20 cats. I mean, I've got 6, so I don't feel as though I'm that obsessed at all. I feel as though I'm kind of pet friendly.
Okay, well, what about cleaning yourself like a cat?
Yeah, Michael, that part was kind of odd.
Yeah.
You're the only one in the restaurant licking your hands and stroking your hair and your head.
So gross.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, honestly, I didn't even know that I did that. I mean, I'm around my cats so much, I just kind of pick up their habits after a while.
Okay, so you don't realize that you're doing it.
I mean, did I do it a lot? I mean, how many times did I do it? I know I did it.
I lost count, Michael. It was just a steady stream of just hand licking and rubbing.
Oh.
Well, it was getting awfully hot in that restaurant, so I mean, I had to cool myself down somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Cats get hot too.
Oh, man. Michael, I just wasn't comfortable with it. And I got to be honest, I think most women would probably think the grooming thing was too much.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry if you didn't like it. I mean, my cats mean a lot to me, and they're a part of me, and I'm a part of them, and I thought you liked cats, and I apologize.
Well, Veronica, would you like to go out with Michael again on a second date? We will pay for it.
You still haven't met Blinky and Perfect. I mean, you haven't met them yet. You might change your mind. They always are at the house.
Yeah, maybe if you meet the other cats, it might be better.
I really appreciate it, but I'm just going to have to say no on this one. I just don't think I'm the best match for you.
You're a dog person, aren't you?
Oh my gosh, that
Maybe
sounded
that's
like an
it.
insult. That was an insult, wasn't it, Michael?
He's mad.
I'm sorry I lashed out like that. I didn't mean to, insult you. And whenever people come at me, my claws come out.
Okay, there it goes again.
He's not declawed.
Michael,
The life of a cat.
I think you need to maybe, you know what, there might be some kind of cat dating website out there for you, where you can find someone who's just as into cats as you are.
No, I went on those websites. Those people are weird.
All right, well, good luck to you then, man.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Taylor, please?
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Taylor, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm good.
Good. Are you familiar with the radio show?
I mean, I've heard of it.
Cool. Have you ever heard us do something called a second date?
No.
You haven't? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody, right, and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. So you recently met a dude, and now you're not calling him back, and he asked us for help.
Oh. Wow. Okay, that's really awkward.
I'll say some names to you, and you tell me if they ring a bell. Milt. Have you gone out with a Milt lately?
No.
How about Chester?
What? We haven't talked to Chester or Milt.
No Chesters, no Milts. What about a Nick?
Yes.
That'd be the one.
Okay.
Surprise.
Nick.
It would be more shocking, actually, if it was Chester.
I know. Nick told us about how he met you at that escape room and shared some drinks with you and thought that he was going to see you again, but now you're not calling him back, and he's wondering why.
Oh, wow. This is very weird.
I mean, the way he painted the picture is that you guys had a delightful time together.
Yeah, I guess so.
That doesn't sound like a ringing endorsement. Yeah, I suppose it was fine. Was there something that Nick did wrong?
No, there's nothing he did.
He told us about your friends getting into a fight in the escape room, the boyfriend and girlfriend. Was that the awkward thing that somehow made you not want to go out with him?
Oh, he told you about that?
Well, he said that a couple of your friends got into an argument, and then the two of you went over to try to help smooth things out. Like you talked to his girlfriend, and he talked to his friend, and then everything was good.
That's all he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a really awkward situation. I don't know if I should talk about it.
Is it awkward for your friends or for Nick?
Mostly for my friends, yeah,
Okay.
and me.
Oh, and you.
It was awkward for me.
So awkward for everybody, and you know what? Our show specializes in awkward, so I think that you should tell us.
I don't know.
Well, more importantly than us, how about Nick? Because Nick really wants to know why you're not calling him back.
Okay, the thing is, like, I kind of lied to Nick when I was out with him.
You lied to him about what?
About why our friends were fighting.
Well, didn't he know why they were fighting?
No, he did not.
So why were they fighting? Like, for real, not the lie part.
Basically, they were fighting because the guy was texting me, and his girlfriend found out about it.
Wait, we mean like texting you like he was trying to make you his side piece or something? Like, what do you mean?
He was just sending me like really flirty texts.
Whoa.
And when you guys were in the escape room?
No, it was before this, and I was like, hey, I told my girlfriend, I was like, your boyfriend is texting me, and she just decided to bring it up in the middle of this escape room.
What? Oh my God. I have so many questions, but one is why on earth would you ever agree to go into an escape room with a boyfriend who's hitting on you and his girlfriend?
I don't, that's a good question. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
bad.
Looking back on it, it's probably not a good idea.
No!
Yeah, it was a bad decision.
So they were arguing about you.
Yeah.
But what does that have to do with Nick and why you wouldn't be calling Nick back?
I just don't want to get in a relationship where our friends are like arguing and I'm the cause of it. I just want to stay away from all of it.
Oh, it sounds like so much good drama, though, doesn't it?
Not for me.
I'm kidding.
Speaking of good drama, Nick is actually on the phone listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, I am, unless he's hung up. Nick, are you there?
Hey, Taylor.
Hello. Hey.
How's it going?
Fine. Yeah, everything's fine.
You knew why they were fighting? And it was all because of you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Why did you feel like you had to lie to me?
I
feel like we had a good time. Like,
I just didn't want to involve you more than you already were involved because it was just so weird.
And Nick, don't you think that's a positive thing? I mean, like, for once she was trying to tamp down the drama instead of bring it up.
yeah, I guess. It's just still a little suspicious.
Yeah.
Suspicious?
What do you mean suspicious?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you guys met. Like, are you guys still texting at all? And, is it still happening?
No, we are not texting. No.
Snapchatting?
I do not.
Using that
None of the above.
Oh, okay.
And you were never texting with him, right? You were just a recipient.
Yeah, I in no way encouraged him.
Well, how can I know that you're telling the truth about all this? My buddy wouldn't just come on to you for no reason. Like, you would have had to have done something or encouraged it.
What?
Right?
Okay, we're talking about Dan? Of course he would. That guy's a pervert.
Dan is not a perv. I've known him for 15 years. We've been through a lot together. He can be a little wild, but he's definitely not a pervert in any way, and he's really faithful.
Think about it. The girlfriend was yelling at the boyfriend. If the girlfriend thought that Taylor was involved, she would also be yelling at Taylor.
Exactly. Thank you.
That's not part of a girl code?
No. It just seems the way it is. Whenever somebody cheats, they always blame the person who their significant other cheated on with.
Totally.
Their significant other had nothing to do with it. I agree there. She'd probably be yelling at Taylor more than her boyfriend. Dan the pervert or whatever his name is.
He's not a pervert.
If I showed you some of the things he's been texting me, you would say something different.
Oh, really?
Eggplant emoji.
So let me get this straight. You're saying you've never flirted with him. You've never encouraged him to keep texting you, and you guys have never hooked up or done anything? You're the innocent person in this whole thing?
Yes, that is what I'm telling you.
And Nick, it sounds like you're trying to pin her down and attack her for causing the drama.
It just is. Yeah, I've known Dan for so long. It just seems so weird that this would be happening. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it.
I am telling you the truth. Your friend is a creep. He's been texting me. His girlfriend got mad. I have nothing to do with it. I want to be completely out of it. I don't want to be involved.
Is that why you were so anxious to get out of the escape room?
Yes, I did not want to be around them. It was a mistake that I went there.
Not a total mistake, right?
Oh, there we go. The tune is changing.
All right, Nick's still in.
Hey, Taylor, would you like to go on a second date with Nick? We will pay for it.
I'm going to have to say no because the situation is just too weird right now, and I need to wait till everything blows over.
I don't know what this has to do with you and I. Their problems are their problems, and I think you and I should focus on us and see, what we could be. Because we did have a good time. You can't deny that.
I mean, we had a good time. I just can't. It's just too weird right now.
Taylor, I know there's all this drama going on between our friends, but I think there's something here, and that should be enough for us to go out again.
Yeah.
I think that means no.
It's just too weird.
I just think there could be something here.
I mean, really, it sounds like everything just boils down to this other couple fighting. Don't you think that will blow over eventually, and then you guys could go out?
I just still have to say no.
No for now, right?
Yes, no for now.
Okay.
So there's a chance at some point.
So maybe one day.
All right.
Oh, yay.
I've never been so happy at the end of a second date.
Hello?
Hi, is this Madeline?
Yes?
Hey, Madeline, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm okay. What's this about?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. I'm calling you today because we got an email into our show about you.
What? Why?
Another good question. You're full of good questions, Madeline. Because we do a segment on our show, it's called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. And we got an email about you from a dude named Nathan.
What? Nathan?
Yes. Do you remember going out with a guy named Nathan?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Nathan emailed us because he said he had a really fun time with you, and he thinks that your excuse to leave late on a Friday night that the maintenance guy needed to be let into your building was just a really horrible excuse to get out of the date. And we all agree with him, by the way. Yeah. That sounds like the biggest excuse ever.
I don't remember what excuse he used. I already blocked him. I don't understand why you're calling me. I don't...
You've even blocked him?
What?
Yeah.
Why? He said that you guys went back to his apartment. Was there something creepy in there?
It just freaked me out. It was just really weird.
Can you tell us what was weird?
I just got this really bad vibe when I walked in. The place was just super clean. Like, it was just weird. I got a really bad vibe and creepy feeling.
Was there, like, something specific? Because super clean, and he sounds like a nice guy who didn't want to push you to do anything you weren't ready for on a first date.
After an art class.
Yeah.
I just got this eerie feeling when I walked in. It was like serial killer clean, like sterile clean, like everything like that, not a speck of dust. It was just so strange. No guy's apartment's that clean. It's just,
So you're saying his place was too clean and it creeped you out?
yeah.
That's it? He had a clean place, and that's why...
No, you got to understand, though, it wasn't just clean. Like, it was like a team of people came and wiped this place clean of fingerprints. It was just weird. And you know, when you just get that feeling inside... like something bad happened here. What? I need to go.
It made you think what? Do you think he's a serial killer or something?
No, I don't know, but I'm just saying it was way too clean and
something's wrong with that.
Maybe he's just, one of those OCD types that really like a clean house, or maybe he read the decluttering book that everybody reads. And
it's not that clean unless you just moved in and took the plastic off of everything. There was nothing out of place. It's like a museum.
I think he
All
sounds
right.
dreamy. Can he move into my house and improve some things that I've got going on?
Go for it. That's on you. Be my guest. I don't want to be anywhere near him.
What about on the phone with him?
No, I don't even want to talk to him.
Oh, that's a shame. Because he's actually on the other line listening right now and wants to talk to you.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. Unless he hung up. Nathan, are you still there?
I'm here.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Hi, Madeline.
Hi, Nathan. I guess you heard all that.
Yeah. I don't see a problem with my apartment being so clean.
It might not be a problem. It's unusual, and I'm just not used to that, and so, yeah.
Madeline, you're being really nonchalant when you were basically just accusing the guy of scrubbing his house because there was maybe dead bodies earlier in the evening.
She didn't know he was on the phone.
Wait, but that's what it sounded like. Like you're getting rid of all fingerprints. Nathan, have you killed anyone in your apartment?
I have not.
I'm sorry. I just got a weird vibe when I came in, and
Madeline, why would you want to be dirty? Why would you want that?
What? I don't. I'm just saying your place is, like, so clean. It's just freaky.
I mean, I have had people comment on how clean it is, but I don't like dirty things. Dirty things really upset me.
Okay, so now
that did sound a
I'm
little
starting
crazy.
to get
Okay.
a little bit on Madeline's
Yeah.
side now, Nathan.
That was kind of creepy.
See? I'm not crazy.
I don't
Nathan,
think he meant it like
yeah.
that, you guys.
Did you mean it in the way that it sounded? Because it sounded super creepy the way you said that,
Yeah,
Nathan.
he said upsets you instead of a noise.
No, I didn't mean to be creepy.
You guys, give this guy, Madeline, I feel like you're missing out on possibly a really good guy because you're making a lot of implications on just a clean house.
I can clean my own house. Seriously.
Why?
I mean, would you rather have a dirty boy? Because I've known dirty boys, and I refuse to be a dirty boy.
Are you just messing with us now, Nathan? Nathan, are you like doing this on purpose?
Doing what?
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, never mind.
I mean, I've told you, if dirt is bad, it's the enemy. And if I see dirt, I will get rid of it. I like a clean apartment.
Get rid of it?
See, guys, what happens if I come in and my shoes are a little dirty or something like that? Like if we did.
There will be no dirty shoes in my apartment.
Whoa. Okay.
Because I would ask you to take them off. I just don't like dirty things.
Okay.
But Nathan, what happens if we're eating and I drop something or spill something or make a mess? Then what?
Then we'll clean it up right away.
Okay.
Are you going to get angry at me?
I do not get angry. I just clean the dirt.
This is so strange.
Huh.
Talk about a neat freak.
Yeah, I mean, Nathan, you're obviously passionate about cleaning.
Very. Madeline, listen, if you come over again, I will show you that we can make something dirty together, and then I will clean it up.
Okay. Sounds like a great second.
Yeah, it does. On that note, I'm just going to ask you, Madeline, would you like to go out with Nathan on a second date? We will pay for it, even if it's cleaning supplies.
As tempting as that is, I'm okay to not go.
Yeah.
You sure?
I feel like trusting your gut may not be a bad choice for you.
Well, Madeline, I'm really bummed that you'd rather date a dirty boy than me. You're making a mistake.
Stop saying dirty boy.
All right, Madeline, so take care, because the dirty will be judged. Goodbye.
Okay, I think you need to do more than just block him.
Madeline, are you still there?
I'm a little freaked out and scared. I got rid of him with the blocking, and here you guys opened that back up like freaking Pandora's box.
He doesn't know anything about you other than your phone numbers and stuff, right?
Yeah, he doesn't know anything. He probably doesn't even know my last name. I blocked him on everything.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, you are safe. And I feel sorry for all the dirty boys out there right now because Nathan sounds like he might be fired up to do some cleaning tonight. I hope not.
This is Antoinette.
Hi, Antoinette. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, what?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
How can I help you?
Well, I actually wanted to talk to you because one of our listeners sent us an email about you.
Are you sure you have the right number?
I think so. Yeah, this was the number that I was given. Your name's Antoinette, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah. Then I definitely have the right number because you recently went out on a date with a guy who listens to our show and you haven't been calling him back. So he emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out if he did something wrong.
What?
I know, it's really weird, huh?
Is this a joke?
No, it's not. It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. So I'm calling today about a guy that you went on a date with. His name is Luke.
I'm sorry. I don't know who you're talking about. I haven't gone out with anybody named Luke.
What?
You haven't gone out with anybody named Luke?
I've been married for like 3 years. I haven't gone out with anybody.
What?
You've been married for 3 years.
Yes, I'm very happily married.
Did you?
By any chance, are you married to a guy named Luke?
No.
Did you
I think I would know.
Did you go out to drinks with a guy named Luke and you didn't realize it was a date, maybe?
No.
Do you know any Luke?
I have zero clue what you guys are talking about. Can you be more clear?
Yeah, sure. I bet you'd appreciate that, and probably your husband, too. Wow. We got an email from a guy named Luke who said that he went out with you. He said that he met you when he was at your office applying for a job. He had a job interview. He said he was in the lobby trying to open the door but couldn't get the door open right, and you helped him out. And then you guys... Is that...
Oh, no. Okay.
So wait, that part happened?
Yeah, that part did happen. I think I just realized who you're talking about.
Okay, so you do know a Luke.
I met a Luke a couple days ago. He came in for a job interview.
Okay. Did you go out for drinks with him later on?
Absolutely not. No, I was interviewing him for a position at our company.
Wait, you were the one doing the interview?
Yes.
I'm so confused.
He said that he just met you at that office and struck up a conversation. You guys went to drinks, had fun, even kissed at the end of the night, and now you're not calling him back.
He said we kissed?
Yeah. He said that you guys kissed and everything seemed to be going great, and he was surprised that you didn't want to go on another date with him.
Oh my God! He even went into graphic detail about the kiss, about how it was wet and you licked your lips.
Jesus.
Okay, look.
So wait, you didn't kiss him?
No, there is no way. No, absolutely not. Let me just tell you what actually happened, because this is bizarre. Okay, I'm tired of hearing all this stuff. Okay, look, this young man, Luke, came in for a job interview. Brought him into my office. Sat down, interviewed. We went over his resume. He was kind of fidgety. He was kind of acting a little strange. And I sent him on his way, and in the last couple of days, I've been getting flooded with emails, phone calls, messages, asking about the job.
Oh, my gosh. So you didn't even hire him?
No, he has not been hired.
He told us differently.
What was he like in the job interview?
He was just kind of all over the place. You know, he just wasn't an ideal candidate. I don't know. He was acting strange. Maybe he was stoned. I don't know.
Stoned? Come on.
What is happening?
That is Luke. He was actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I finally found a way to get you on the phone, Antoinette.
Weird. So you were just using us?
Okay, Luke.
Hi.
I've already told you haven't been selected for the next round of interviews. I sent the letter out several days ago. I'm sure you received it by now.
What is going on?
Yeah, I got your email, and that's why I've been emailing you a bunch of times. You won't even email me back once. Like, you give me one email, and that's it? Just a dismissal? Outright dismissal?
So wait, Luke, you lied to us about your date and everything just to ask her about a job.
Yeah, it's a lie. Sure, call it a lie.
Well, Luke, that's what you did. That is the definition of a lie. You told an untruth to get on the air with us and ask her about a job.
Yeah, I had to tell you a story so that you guys would actually pick me and use me on the air.
I will applaud you. Good story.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a good story.
I can't hate on you necessarily for getting over on the show. It just couldn't you have thought of a better way to do it than to just lie to us?
Listen, I did what I had to do, man. Sorry that I had to lie about it. But you know what, Antoinette, we wouldn't even be on the phone right now if you would have just given me the job that I deserve.
Oh, my God, crazy.
You know, I'm sure that you did prepare, Luke, but unfortunately, you're just not a good match for our firm.
That's bullshit. All right, I'm the best candidate for that job, and I know it.
Excuse me, Luke. No, you're acting extremely unprofessional right now.
I'm unprofessional. You are unprofessional. I deserve answers. Why? Why am I not getting this job? I've been putting in all this effort.
Luke, like I said, we found a more qualified candidate.
There's nobody more qualified than me. I saw everyone coming out of that building. Look at my resume and see all the experience that I have.
You know, I looked at your resume, Luke, and I'm the one calling the shots. This is not how you go about getting a job.
You sure? Getting a radio station to call you and ask you about a fake date is not the best way to get a job, Antoinette?
Yeah, look at all the trouble I went to get these people to contact you. You are unreachable.
Luke, and if I ever had any thought about reconsidering you for this job, you have absolutely lost that opportunity.
If I'm not qualified to be the face of your company, I don't know who is. I stood outside of that office for 3 hours, and I watched every single candidate come out of there, and not one of them is as qualified as me.
You stood outside the office building for 3 hours?
Yes, because I do my research. And you know what? It shows that I care.
Oh my gosh, Luke, I mean, I get that it can be frustrating to be out of work and looking for a new gig, but this is not the way to do it, man.
Well, I can't catch a f***ing break. Damn it.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Luke, but I think you need to be a little more level-headed when interviewing for a job.
I've got other work to do. Can I please get back to my actual job?
In 1 second, I will let you do that, Antoinette, and I appreciate you telling us what happened. But I do have to ask you, would you like to go out on a second date with Luke? Or a date with Luke?
You're freaking kidding me, right?
Well, I got to ask the question. It is a second date update. I know it turned into a crazy job applicant trying to use us to get at the person who wouldn't hire him, but would you like to go out with Luke?
At least give me a shot at an internship or something. No, I feel like I've proven myself.
You've proven how crazy you are, Luke. Okay, you know, look, I wish you well. Okay, good luck in the job search, but there's no job for you here.
you know what? I am going to get a job eventually. And when I do, I'm going to make sure it's in the same field, and I'm going to take down your entire business. You won't have a job.
Wow.
I have a place to go, to work.
Yeah, okay. You get a job at another mailroom somewhere and take our mailroom down. You know, I'll be waiting.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Jennifer?
This is Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. I've never heard of you.
That's fine. But I have heard of you and a lot of really good things about you.
What is going on here? I've got things I need to do today.
Okay, well, we'll get you off the phone really quickly. I just want to talk to you because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you. His name is Danny, and you and Danny went out on a date, and Danny adores you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not him.
Yeah.
Whoa, he really
Oh, my
likes
God.
you.
Now he's using the radio to get a hold of me. Jesus.
You're a little sick of Danny, aren't you?
I never should have gone out with him.
What?
And why do you say that? I mean, we actually talked to him about your date because he emailed us, really wanted us to get a hold of you. We talked to him, and he seems a bit over the top when it comes to his emotions, but doesn't seem like a bad dude.
But he's over the top. He's too much. He's ridiculous. Did he tell you what he did?
Are you talking about when he dropped down to one knee?
Yeah, that was so embarrassing.
What was going through your head when that happened?
I was thinking, holy crap, is this guy proposing to me? I've known him for an hour.
Yeah, that's understandable to get a little scared about that.
I've never. I mean, he was like, I would be honored to go out with you on a second date. Will you please join me? Like, it was so strange. It felt like I was in, like, a play.
So, I mean, before that, did you like him?
I mean, when we first met, he seemed cool, but I don't know, it just started to get a little bit strange. He started talking about how many kids he wants and, like, marriage and things you don't really talk about on the first date.
Oh, I don't know, Jennifer. I feel like that's the normal progression of a first date, isn't it? You start with hi, and then you end with how many kids you're going to have?
Yeah, no, it freaked me out.
Okay.
It's pretty understandable.
And now my family's involved with it. Of all the things, I just wanted to get this guy off my back and never see him again. And now my mother and father are involved in it.
How are your mother and father involved?
You guys don't know that? Yeah, he called them. He called my parents.
What?
I did not give him their number.
What?
Let's keep that. Yeah, he found them. He found them like a crazy stalker.
Oh.
He was texting me every day, sending me poems. He sent me a sonnet by Shakespeare, and I was ignoring him for days, okay? And then all of a sudden, my mother called me, and she said, well, you know, Jennifer, you are getting a little bit older. I think it is time to start a family. And I said, what the hell are you talking about, Mom? And she said, well, this very nice boy, Danny, ended up calling me.
Wait.
And I said, what are you talking about? I didn't give him your number. And she said, oh, he seems like a sweet boy, very old-fashioned. Reminds me of your father.
No.
Wow.
He actually got your parents on his side, too?
Yes. She said he reminded her of my father. And she said, we only knew each other for 2 weeks before we got engaged. And it's, oh, look, you guys have only known each other for 2 weeks, too. You should get engaged. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Everyone has lost their mind.
I'm the only sane person right now.
No, Jennifer, that's not true. I'm saying also, it's Danny.
What is going on? Why is he on the phone right now?
Well, Jennifer, that's the way this works. Danny is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Has he been listening to this whole conversation?
Yeah.
I heard everything. Look, your parents, they're an example of pure love, and I want to have that kind of relationship with you.
I didn't give you their phone number. I never gave you permission to call my parents. That's the issue. I don't care what my parents say. I don't care what you say. You found my parents' number and called them and tried to, like, ask my father's permission to, like, be with me. Like, that's weird.
It's weird.
No, guys, look, honestly, Jennifer, I would go to the ends of the earth to find you. You didn't respond
You've
to any
known
of my
me for an
emails,
hour.
my voicemails.
What? You've known me for an hour. What is this, Romeo and Juliet? Like, we're adults. We're. This is the real world. I don't even know who you are. You don't even know my birthday. Like, or maybe you do because you looked it up.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that he doesn't know anything at this point if he had your parents' phone number and called them.
Look, Jennifer, I'm not a crazy guy. Everything I did that night, I did it because I thought it would make you feel special. And, okay, I got a little excited when I got down on one knee and asked you for another date, but I wanted to be there for you. I want to be that emblem for you. I want to be someone who makes you feel special.
Whoa.
Like, the world's like crazy, and if one person can make you feel like you're something like more than just what everyone else experiences, isn't that worth it? Isn't that worth fighting for?
I appreciate what you're saying. You're very sweet. You're a nice guy, but it's too much for me, man. I don't know what I can't. Like, I'm so sorry, but it's making me uncomfortable. You don't want to make me uncomfortable, do you?
No, that's complete opposite of what I want to do. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what
I'm
you're
just trying
doing.
to follow my heart.
Okay, well, follow your heart with someone else, please.
Danny! Danny, I thought you were going to try to dial it back, man.
Okay, Jennifer, fine. This is the last thing I will ever say to you. Look, there's 3 things I would never break. And that's
Oh, no.
I would never break your trust. I would never break your promise. And I would never break your heart.
Yeah.
And I swear I can tone it back. I just got really excited because I wanted to make you feel special.
Well, how about this, Jennifer? Would you like to go out on a second date with Danny? I'm not down on one knee, but I'm over the phone. But we will pay for that date. Would you go out with him one more time?
No. No, 1,000 times no, to use some poetry.
Jennifer, you heard the 3 things you should never break part, right?
Oh, yes. And, dude, you already broke my trust because you contacted my parents without me giving you permission or their phone number. That's kind of like the definition of trust.
I just thought I didn't mean to break.
No,
I
don't need to hear from you ever again.
Everything's
Nope,
public.
nope. I'm done. I'm not doing this. Don't ever contact me again.
And there she goes. Danny, I think Jennifer hung up the phone.
Okay.
Danny, listen, it's really sweet that you believe in love at first sight and all that stuff, but you really got to respect people's boundaries, man.
Yeah, you're right. Look, maybe I just go back to the grocery store tonight and just try it again. And the universe is a crazy place, and I'm sure I'll be able to find someone. I just got to keep trying because you can't give up with love.
Yeah,
You just got to keep going, man. Just hang out in the frozen food section, and one day you will find that true love.
Do you guys really think so? Because I'll believe it if you guys believe it.
Yeah, true love is out there, man.
It's waiting for you, Danny.
That's really nice to hear, guys. Thanks so much.
And it might not be in the frozen food section. It could also be over by the condiments or the bathroom items. I don't know where it is, but it's in the grocery store, and you will find it. Trust me, I know you will.
Thank you so much. Remember how I said I would be your number 1 listener if you got Jennifer on the phone?
Yeah.
I will always be your number 1 listener for what you've done for me today.
You know what, Danny? A lot of people tell us that, and you're the only one I've ever fully believed.
Yeah.
I know that you were definitely going to be there.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
We the best music.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Teresa?
this is she.
Hey, Teresa, what's up? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
You mean the radio station?
Yes, I am the entire radio station.
Yeah, I listen to you guys sometimes. What's up?
Oh, nice.
That's awesome, Teresa. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
If you listen a lot, have you heard the second date updates before?
I don't know if I have.
It's a segment we do on our show where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up giving them the cold shoulder after that date, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard one of these, but it was a while ago.
Okay, well, what if I told you that you are now the star of a second date update?
Ooh.
You're kidding, right?
No.
No, not at all. Yeah, you recently went out with a dude who calls himself Gator.
Oh, my God. So you wanted you guys to call me?
Yep.
Have you just been really busy and you haven't been able to get back to him?
Yeah. I mean, can you just tell him that?
Well, if you would have
That's such
sold
a
that a
lie.
little more convincingly, maybe, but it's obvious that you were like, yeah, sure, whatever. Do you mind telling us why you're not calling Gator back?
I mean, I don't want to really say it because it's kind of embarrassing for him. So I just feel like...
If it's the butt shaving thing, he told us about that.
Actually, that was really funny. We had a vent off. I don't know if he told you that, but it was like venting about your exes.
Yeah, he did tell us about it, and he did say that he shared with you that he was mad at one of his exes because she wouldn't shave his butt.
I know. That's ridiculous. I mean, I was a little, skeptical, but, I got to call my ex an idiot. He got to call his ex an idiot, so I thought it was cool.
Oh, you did enjoy it. Okay.
Yeah, I actually did. You should actually try that sometime. It's pretty funny.
I do it a couple times a week. I pay like $100 an hour, though, to do it with a therapist. But anyway, probably even more fun on a date. So if that didn't bother you, then why aren't you calling him back? What's wrong with Gator?
There's just a weird situation, and I don't know. It was just weird. That I don't know what to say about it.
On the date, a weird situation happened?
So briefly, I go to the ladies' room, and when I come back, there's like a big, or maybe not a big, but a noticeable piece of my food missing. There's like a piece of fish missing from my plate.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, and so I was just like, did this guy really eat off my plate? And it was just like bugging me. So I went to the ladies again.
Oh my gosh, so you're going to test him?
Exactly. So I asked the waiter to watch while I was away because he was like super friendly, and I just thought couldn't hurt. So I come out of the bathroom, and the waiter catches my eye. I go over there, and he says, yeah, he just took a bite out of your roll.
Out of your dinner roll?
Yeah, that's weird, right?
Yeah, that is pretty weird.
So while you were going to the bathroom, he's eating the food off your plate?
Yeah, who does that? Like, that is just, I mean, he didn't even ask me.
Were you like raving about how good your food was and you don't think he could help himself, or?
I have no idea what the deal was because, I mean, it's a first date. I didn't want to come out and be like,
oh my gosh,
did you just eat half of my asparagus? What is wrong with you? Let me smell your pee. Like, it's weird.
Oh my
I
god.
like how he
Maybe
waits for you to go to the bathroom too. Like he's sneaking bites of your food. Like
sneaky, strange.
Maybe he was hungry. Those restaurant portions at some of those fancier places are really small.
The bottom line is this guy was eating off my plate, and it's a first date. We're not like best friends or anything where he's just chomping on my food. I just felt super weird about it, and it was a huge turnoff.
Yeah, I can see that. You know, this might be a turnoff too, but Gator is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yep.
Hi, Teresa.
Oh, my God.
First of all, I didn't know you saw that, so real sorry about that.
Oh, my God. You were unbelievable. I mean, at least you admitted it. You weren't trying to sneak out of it or anything.
Why are you eating people's food while they go to the bathroom, Gator?
I was hungry. I was nervous all day for the date. Didn't eat lunch. You know, so here we're at dinner. I just grabbed a tiny little forkfuls. Remember why my name is Gator? I could have eaten that whole thing in a second. But I
So you practiced some restraint. That's very nice of you.
Did you not think I wouldn't notice?
I did not. No, I didn't think you would notice. It was tiny little fish forkfuls. Fish get flaky and spreads out, and you're like, oh, I guess it just fell or something. I don't know.
Gator, I mean, there's other ways to go about it. Like you could order an appetizer or ask for another basket of bread.
Well, that was the thing. They took the bread away, and I got hungry. I was embarrassed to be like, hey, bring the bread, more bread. You know, I didn't want to look like a pig. I'm on a date here, so instead of I thought it would be better just to snack a little bit on the plate. You know, I didn't.
Yeah, you don't want to look like a pig. You know, you want to just eat off somebody else's plate while they go to the bathroom.
That's better.
Just tiny amounts, exactly. Yeah.
Tiny bites.
Yeah. And I feel bad. This is not what I do. But, I did pay for it. So, yeah, I mean, in essence, it was mine. And,
I guess you're right.
Oh.
You were loaning the food to her, I guess.
And that's where you lost me.
Oh.
What? I paid for it. If anything, you were eating my food because I paid for it. So,
what?
Technically, I was giving it to you, and you were eating my fish. So
I never thought of it like that.
What is wrong with you?
That's the only thing wrong with me is I was hungry. I mean, I told you that I didn't eat all day, and if we were dating for a long time, this would be no problem. It would be cute. But just because it's a first date, you get
I would agree with that.
Well, but also it might be cute if you guys are doing it together and you're not waiting until she goes to the bathroom to steal your food, I guess, but to steal the food off her plate.
Okay, that's a good point. At one point, I was thinking maybe, I'll ask her, but, we're in the middle of a vent off, and it would be in poor taste.
That would be in poor taste. I mean, here's the thing, Gator. I've also been hungry on a date before, but do you know what I did afterwards? I went and got myself a burger at a drive-thru on the way home. That's how you solve that problem.
There you go.
Well, I also did that, too, because the fish wasn't very big.
Whoa, how much can you eat, sir?
Yeah.
Well, they call me Gator for a reason, okay? I can eat a lot. I still look good. I'm not called Little Baby Bird.
All right.
Well, I don't want to ask this question because I don't want to have to buy you food, but Teresa, would you like to go on a second date with Gator? We will pay for it.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Look, I know you don't want to go on another date with me, but we did have a really good time. The vent off, we were laughing, and I shouldn't have eaten off your plate sneakily. I'm sorry. Next time I'll ask if I can have a bite.
Hey.
Will there be a next time, Teresa?
I feel like you should give him just one more chance.
You had fun.
Yeah,
okay,
come on.
only if he admits that thing when he paid for the food, it was technically his.
Yeah.
That better have been a joke.
I agree with that.
That was a joke. Bad joke. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll pay for it. So the food that you guys eat is technically ours. And I'm going to come over and eat off of both of your plates, okay?
That works. Great.
That sounds good to me.
Yes. Gator is ready to chow down.
All right, you guys, we'll get it all set up and send you out on another date. Teresa, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
She sounds so excited.
And Gator,
yep,
go get some food now because I'm sure it's been a few minutes. You're probably starving.
Actually, I didn't tell you guys this, but I've been eating through this entire phone call.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Gia, please?
This is Gia.
Hey, what's up, Gia? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Wait, sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning?
Like the radio show?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're actually familiar with the show.
Yeah, I've heard of the show. I don't listen to it.
Hey, you don't need to listen to it. Don't worry about it. The fact that you even knew our names is enough.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Gia.
Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually emailed us about you.
Okay.
His name is Nick, and Nick recently asked you
Nick?
out. Yeah, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you remember
Okay,
Nick.
so-
Nick is ringing a bell, it sounds like.
Oh, God. Really?
Yes, Nick wanted us to call you
Uh-huh.
because he says you guys went out on a date the other day, and now you're not calling him back.
Yeah.
I mean, he had the nicest things to say about you, though. He told us
Really?
that you were so talented. He loved your name. You were beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, he did. And that's why he asked us to call you, because he wants to know why you're not getting back to him.
Are you sure we're talking about the same Nick?
Yeah, I think so. He said that he met you when you were working at the restaurant singing. He came up and asked you out. He does feel like he sort of slammed your job at some point, and he feels bad about that.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, we talked to Nick about your date, and we asked him if there's anything that could have gone wrong, and he said he was trying to compliment you and say, like, man, you're a really good singer. Do you ever want to get, like, what's your biggest aspiration? And the way he said it, I guess, was, hey, do you ever think you want a real singing job because you sing at a restaurant?
Yeah. It was actually pretty offensive. I mean, I don't know that he meant it to be offensive, but it's definitely not the right thing to say, ever.
Is that why you don't want to see him again?
Pretty much. I mean, it just seems like he didn't like me a whole lot.
Really?
He didn't like you. I mean,
I
just from one comment that you took the wrong way? Well, sorry. I don't want to put that on you. I don't want to put that on you. He said it the wrong way. You took it how he said it.
I assumed that he meant what he said, but there was more than one comment. He kept doing that.
What else did he say?
I mean, it was just like he says, you're really good at what you're singing, but, you know, maybe you should try doing cooler music. Like, maybe that's why you're not successful.
Cooler.
Singing music no one wants to hear.
Wow, that sounds like straight up rude to me.
He said you weren't successful.
Cooler music.
And
Exactly.
I'm guessing you didn't ask for his critique either, that he was just offering this to you.
No, I didn't ask for his critique, and I like singing classical music.
Wow.
That's what I'm good at.
Apparently, Nick doesn't think it's cool enough, though.
And apparently he doesn't like everything about the way I look. Like, he told me he's not usually into green-eyed girls, but somehow he can dig it with me or something like that.
Oh, dude.
Like, I get a pass for having green eyes.
Oh, my
Thank you very much.
And that was him trying to say you have beautiful eyes, maybe?
That's not what it sounded like.
Oh, my God. No wonder. What did you ever bring up to him the fact that he was just insulting you over and over again?
I mean, what was I supposed to say? I tried to assume he was trying to compliment me, but it still sounded really insulting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be around a dude like that all the time.
It was an exhausting night. I mean, even if he's trying to be nice, I have to sit there and smile like I'm having fun while he's hurling insults at me.
Hey, Jeff, it's me, Nick. I need to talk to you.
Nick, you're supposed to wait.
I'm sorry. I can't wait. I got to talk to her now.
Gia, Nick's on the phone and wants to talk to you. Sorry I didn't tell you that before.
Are you kidding me right now?
Sorry.
No.
No, they're not kidding you, Gia. And I'm sorry, but I mean, I have to talk to you.
Why?
I just look. I wasn't trying to insult you. You know, it just came out wrong. And
I think you're just talented and gorgeous, and you know, I mean, you're an amazing singer. And all I meant was, you know, did you want to maybe, you know, take this on the road or go do this like a profession instead of being, you know, like a lounge singer?
A profession. A lounge singer? You just did it again, right there. A profession.
Well, what?
You think I'm not doing this as a profession right now? You think my job is just a hobby, but I'm not a professional?
No, I mean, I didn't. Okay, that came out wrong, but you know, I mean,
yeah.
Look, I mean,
it did.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's just, you know, I'm thinking, you know, you have a talent to become, I don't know, like a huge, like Adele, or you know, some huge touring singer that plays stadiums. That's kind of what I meant. I mean, I meant it as a compliment. And you know, if you just commit yourself to doing that, I seriously think you can make it. You know,
make it. Like, I'm not serious unless I achieve, you know, like a national tour. That's your measure of success.
Right?
No. I'm just saying, you know, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, are you happy?
Nick, you got to.
Nick,
you're doing a terrible job here, man.
I mean, you're basically saying, like for instance, you can't be a scientist unless you're Stephen Hawking. Like, there's all sorts of people that do professions. You need to respect what she's doing, man.
I do respect her. I think she's amazing. I'm trying to tell her she's awesome, and I don't think she's hearing that.
I don't think so.
No, I'm not hearing that, because what you're actually telling me is that I'm not doing it right, that I haven't succeeded yet.
Okay, all right. If you're happy, you know, singing in the restaurant, and is that what you want to? That's how far you want to take your singing career. Is that right?
That's
you don't want to go any further than that.
Like, are you accusing me of giving up because I sing in a restaurant?
Right?
No. I'm just saying, you know, have you taken your talent, which is amazing, as far as you want to go?
As far, so we're still talking about distances. Like, I haven't gone far enough.
No, Jubal, could you tell her what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say, right?
I think I know what you're trying to say, and you're trying to say that you think that she's an amazing singer, and if she wanted to, she could take over the world with her voice.
And you've got to understand, Nick, on her side, like, she wants to be dating someone who's proud of what she does.
I am proud. I'd give anything to be able to sing like that. I mean, I'd give anything to have that sort of talent that she has. She's amazing.
There you go. That was nice. What do you think about that, Gia?
We've made so much improvement.
Yeah, that sounded really nice. And it only took, what was this, 5 minutes and 3 coaches to get you to an actual
A little bit of coaching, and we got you there, Nick.
Oh, well, thank you, I guess. I guess you can finally hear what I'm saying, right?
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna try to put you out of your misery, Nick.
Dang.
Gia, would you like to go out with Nick one more time for a second date? We will pay for it.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Figured.
This is just too tiring to have to sit through an entire evening of wading through this without someone to mediate and translate. I can't. I just don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
What if I came along and helped translate, Nick? Would you like that idea?
I don't think so. No.
No?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sorry. Thanks. Thanks, Gia. I appreciate it. And you know, I think one day you're going to be a great singer, and you know.
You did it again.
God, this is hopeless.
She's already paid.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Dylan, please?
Yes, Steve.
Hey, Dylan, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
From what?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
No idea.
I don't really listen to radio.
Okay.
Not obvious at all.
We are a morning radio show program, and one of your friends listened and actually emailed us about you.
One of my friends?
Well, somebody that you know emailed the show and wanted us to get a hold of you.
Who? I can't think of any of my friends that would email a radio show.
Well,
Oh my God, you sound disgusted at even the thought of them tuning into us.
her name is Allison, and you guys went on a little camping trip recently.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Allison emailed us and told us about how she met you and how you guys went on a little camping date. But now she says you're not getting back to her, and she's wondering why. So she thought maybe we could help and figure it out.
She wants you to help her figure out why I'm not calling her back. Am I getting this right?
Yes. It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. So is there any information that you can give us so that we can tell Allison why you don't want to see her again?
Why don't I want to date her?
Yeah.
I don't know, like tons of reasons.
There's
tons of reasons?
Yeah, I mean, like, what do you want, like specifics?
Yeah, I would love a few. If there's tons, I don't know if we have time for that, but maybe like the top 3 things you didn't like about her.
And how do you go from like inviting a girl on an overnight camping trip to having multiple reasons that you don't like her?
I think it was just a bad idea.
Like, you should probably know somebody before you go on a camping trip with them, so let them learn.
Yeah, that was my first thought. I was kind of surprised that you asked a girl to go camping with you that you didn't even know.
So were my buddies.
All right. So what was so bad about it, though?
Well, I camp a lot. You know, I'm into, like, bushcraft and being out in the woods. Like, that's my thing.
Right.
And she's kind of let on like she was an outdoorsy kind of girl and that she was into it. But no, she's a city girl. I mean, I don't think she'd ever been camping before in her life.
So you were grossed out that she couldn't carry a 50-pound pack up into the woods and survive for a couple days.
No, it's not about that. It's not about how tough you are or how strong you are. It's more about just like the ease with which you can get into nature, and that just never happened for her.
The ease of how you can get into nature.
That's hard for Jubal to understand.
Yeah, it's just an interesting way to say it. What do you mean by the ease of how you can get into nature?
So, like, there's no cell phone service, right?
Right.
It's like that's the point, to be kind of cut off.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about that. Why don't they put towers up there where people camp? They should have some towers up there, don't you think?
I mean, you're joking about it, but that's the thing. Like, she could not deal with being cut off. Like, the second we got there, she's got her cell phone out. She's taking pictures, which is fine. But then she's just complaining the whole time that she can't post any of the pictures to her Instagram.
Yeah. I could see where that would be a little obnoxious. Did you address it with her? Like, hey, that's kind of the point of why we're out here.
I mean, at first, I kind of tried to play along and be like, yeah, well, that's sort of the point. But she just kept going on about it. Finally, I just shut down. I was like, all right, she's just going to complain about it, and I'm just going to keep setting the 10 out.
Yeah. All right, so was her not liking the fact that you didn't have cell service the first thing that tipped you off that she wasn't really as outdoorsy as she pretended to be?
Yeah, I mean, like, she was scared to go to the bathroom. It was, like, one of the biggest things. Like, there are no bathrooms at the campground. So, if you have to use the bathroom, you go about 100 yards away from the campsite. That's like safe camping, to keep the bears away. You don't want animals to know that you're there.
Yeah, you dig a hole if you have to. I get it.
But she wouldn't do it.
What? Oh.
She went out there, and she would come back and be like, I can't do it. I'm too scared.
What was
So I like the whole time she tells you she's an outdoorsy person, and then she has to go to the bathroom outdoors. It's like, no, I'm scared.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I mean, this happened like 2 or 3 times, and by the time, night fell, I felt sorry for her. I had to drive her to a McDonald's 30 minutes away.
Shut up.
So you had to drive her half an hour so she could use the bathroom.
And anyone should be more scared about a McDonald's bathroom than peeing in nature.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it was too much. That's not what camping's all about,
So did you at any point think that maybe you guys should wrap it up instead of staying the night?
I mean, I did, but we were already there, and I didn't want to be rude. So, eventually I just faked falling asleep so I wouldn't have to talk to her anymore.
Wow. That's kind of
That sucks.
You did what?
I faked falling asleep so I wouldn't have to talk to her.
Dylan, you don't even realize it, but right now you're actually talking to her.
Who?
Allison. She's on the other line listening, and she's the one that just said you did what?
Oh, my God. You didn't tell me she was going to be on the phone.
Well, I was about to tell you she was on the phone, and then she just decided to pipe up. So, sorry, she's on the phone.
Dylan, you seriously faked falling asleep so that you wouldn't have to talk to me? You really did that? Oh, that hurts my feelings so much.
Well, I wasn't going to say it to your face. I kind of got bamboozled.
Yeah. But you did stay up till 2 in the morning, Dylan.
I only stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning because I had to drive her to McDonald's like 3 times.
Oh! Well, I'm sorry. I don't know what's out there in the woods, if there's, like, cobras or coyotes. I, didn't want to get hurt.
Do you guys hear this? Do you guys hear what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She is not outdoorsy at all. Like, this is not the girl I'm looking for.
I don't know. It sounds like it to me. Those cobras in the woods can be scary, dude.
Well, they told us in our fishing class that we had to be, alert to wildlife and stuff, and so that's what I was doing. I was just being careful.
I mean, but you can be alert to wildlife and still go to the bathroom in the forest. It's not like those things are not mutually exclusive.
I mean, I'm a girl, so there's, squatting, and I had pants on, and how do you do that? And then there's, spluttering, and, no.
It's really easy.
See, Dylan, she sounds outdoorsy. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, why did you tell me that you were outdoorsy if you're scared to go to the bathroom outside?
Dylan, I never told you that I was outdoorsy. I just honestly took a fly fishing class to meet somebody cool, and I thought that I did. I never told you I was outdoorsy. You just assumed, so...
Oh, my God. Well, maybe you should take an Instagram class, and then you could meet other guys at Instagram.
You know what? I had a good time. I had a good time, and I wanted to show my friends on Instagram that I had a good time, and I actually did because I got an internet connection at McDonald's, so now I got to delete that because you're mean.
I'm happy for you.
Allison, but you can kind of see what he's saying. Like, if you're not into the outdoors, then maybe fly fishing classes aren't
The point
probably...
is that I tried. You know, I really did.
But did you like it?
I liked him, and I tried, and that's all I can do, and it's obviously not going to happen.
Dylan, that's true. She did try, so why not give it another shot? Would you go out on a second date with Allison? We will pay for it.
No. Thank you, but no.
You could have hesitated a little bit on that.
Wow.
Acted like you didn't care.
I'm sorry, man. It's just, I want to be with someone who loves being in nature, and it's clear that she does not like it. I mean, she's scared of it, okay? Like, she's scared of the thing that I like to do.
I'll pee in the woods. God.
Like right now, Allison?
Fine, I'll go.
Like whenever.
I feel like she has to prove it. I don't know.
Maybe she should Instagram it.
Dylan, she said she would pee in the woods for you if you go out with her again.
That is pretty romantic.
How about this? If she sends me an Instagram photo of her peeing in the woods, I'll go on a second date with her.
All right. Allison, Instagram proof that you're peeing in the woods for a second date with Dylan. Will you do it?
I think I'm just going to pass. But it was nice meeting you, Dylan.
What about if you want Instagram at Facebook Live?
There's options.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, is Lisa there?
This is her.
Hey, Lisa, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, what?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
No, yeah, I know the show. I just don't know why you would be calling me.
Oh, nice. How often do you listen to the show?
Once in a while I do.
Okay. Have you ever heard of a second date update before?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, that's why I'm calling you today.
What?
Yeah. You recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and now you're not calling him back, so he asked us to get you on the phone and find out why.
Who is it?
His name is Nick.
Oh, Nick from the trivia night?
Yeah, that Nick. Is there another Nick that you think might want to call you on the radio?
No, no. I just...
So, yes, Nick from the trivia night emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone to find out why you're not calling him back. Did you like Nick?
Yeah, he was great.
You sound out with not much heart in when you said that. It didn't sound very believable.
It's just, I've never really been in that situation before, so it's just all a little bit...
What
crazy.
situation? A trivia night?
No. I liked Nick, but we just like can never date.
Why?
I don't think it's like possible.
Are you not attracted to him or something?
Yeah. No, I am definitely attracted to him.
Okay, so
Okay,
you liked him and you're attracted to him, but you guys could never date.
That makes sense.
So I'll just explain it. I was at the trivia night, and I was feeling kind of weird. Like I had a bit of a scratchy throat. And I was kind of worried maybe I was getting sick or something, but then it went away. And so, we just kept hanging out, and we went back to his place, and we were having a good time. And then I started to not feel that good again. And then I had like a runny nose while we were kissing, and I got really sort of like worried or embarrassed. So I went to the bathroom to see like the runny nose thing. I just was hoping he wouldn't notice. And when I was in the bathroom, I looked in the mirror. I realized I had a rash.
Like on your face, you had a rash?
Like on my neck a little bit. Oh. Okay. And
What does this have to do with him, though?
Yeah. Well, so that's the whole thing. So while I was in the bathroom, the rash sort of like calmed down. I blew my nose. I went back out, and I started to feel a little bit better. But then as he got closer to me, I started to feel like the rash started coming back, and I started to get, runny nose again. So I excused myself, and I went home, and I looked it all up on Google and everything, and I think, I know it sounds crazy, but I think I'm like allergic to him.
What?
No, that's impossible.
You think you're allergic to Nick?
Yeah, like I seriously do, because he doesn't have like dogs or cats or anything, and I was fine until I was hanging out with him. Like it started at the trivia night when I started talking to him, and that's when I started having a scratchy throat. And then like the closer I got to him, the more allergic of a reaction I had. And I looked at it online. It's like it's rare, but it's not a thing. Like people can get allergic to people.
Are you sure you just weren't like nervous and that was how your body was dealing with lots of nerves because you liked them?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I've liked other people and not broken out in a rash and sniffles before.
Wait, don't you think maybe there's something that he's wearing maybe that you're allergic to, like a cologne or
No,
something?
because I actually asked him that, like, what type of deodorant he used, and he said he didn't use any deodorant. And, like, yeah. Well, I don't know. I kind of like that about him. I was like, oh, cool, he's all natural. But then, like, nothing. Like, I don't know what it could be. I think, honestly, like, I think it's, like, the way people can be allergic to some dogs and not all dogs. Like, I'm allergic to some people and not all people.
So you're allergic to Nick.
I think I'm allergic to him, yeah. Which is a bummer, because I really liked him.
Oh, my God.
Are you sure you shouldn't get this like actually looked at by a doctor before you start self-prescribing off of WebMD?
Other people, like, there was a whole forum about it. Other people have gone through it. So I felt like, oh, this is what it is. You know, and I seem to match up with other people.
Interesting.
Wow.
Well, Lisa, I'd hate to give you another allergy attack, but I do have to let you know that Nick is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Lisa, are you serious? You're making that up. There's no way.
I wish I was. Like, I so wish I was making it up. I wish it was anything else because I really liked you. But I definitely think I'm allergic to you.
People can't be allergic to other people.
No, they really can be. It's just like I was saying before. Like, you heard it. Like, the way, like, I can be allergic to some dogs but not all dogs, you know? It's like...
I don't know. You're reading stuff on the internet. You should, like, go get checked out and stuff before, jumping the gun like that.
Well, all I know is that when I was around you, I was sniffling and had rashes and a sore throat, and the minute I left your apartment, I was fine.
So maybe it was something in my apartment. How do you know it was me? It wasn't like you were breaking out when we were making out at the bar.
No, but I was. That was the whole thing. Like, I got to the bar, I felt fine, I met you, and then I started having, like, a really scratchy throat. And then it sort of went away, and it kept coming back, and then by the time we were full on making out, my nose was running. It's like, it's not your fault at all. It's nothing you did. I think it's, like, your pheromones or something. They just, like, they don't match fine. And I'm super sorry. I'm, like, really bummed out. I liked you so much.
Dude, this is unbelievable. I can't even believe this.
I can't either.
No, me neither.
Lisa, are you making this up? Did you, like, know the whole time he was on the phone or something and you're just trying to spare his feelings? Be honest.
What? No, God, no. It's a real thing. I looked it up on the internet. It's like hypohomoallergicness. So it's like allergic to another Homo sapien, like a human.
Have you ever been allergic to anybody else, Lisa, or just is this the first
No,
time?
that's what's so crazy. It must be like adult onset.
Totally, I agree. It is crazy. It's very crazy that you would have this reaction to Nick.
So could you, like, take a Claritin before you hang out with him or something?
I don't think that's an option. I don't want to take the chance. Like, what if it gets worse, Like, what if it's like peanuts or something and people die?
Yeah.
I don't want to take the chance.
You don't want to mess with those allergies. Hey, Lisa,
Yeah.
would you at least like to give it one more shot to test your allergy to make sure that you're allergic to Nick before saying no and go out on another date with him? We will pay for it.
No, I'm pretty confident with my diagnosis, so thank you, though.
All right.
And, like, you're great. I think you're going to find someone awesome who's not allergic to you.
Dang, man. All the reasons that I've been blown off by a girl, this is definitely the worst.
I'm really sorry. I think you're great.
Seriously? Don't you think maybe you could build up a tolerance, like, over time with me?
I don't want to risk it. Like
Yeah.
I said, I mean, it's my health.
Well, Nick, I'm sorry. Not a success for you today. You did not get a second date. And Lisa, thank you for being on the phone with us. I appreciate you telling us what happened.
Yeah, sure, no problem. If I can
And-
bring awareness,
If you can bring awareness. Yeah, we got to get you a wristband so you can wear it so you can talk about the cause.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Lizzie, please?
This is her speaking. Who's calling?
Hi, Lizzie. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. What is this?
It's a radio show.
That's odd. I've never been called by radio before.
Well, cool. There's a first for everything. Any idea why I'm calling you?
No idea.
Okay, well...
Contemplating hanging up.
No, please don't. Please don't hang up. Yeah, don't hang up. You're going to be very interested in this phone call.
Okay.
Because it involves, I'm sure, one of the many men that's vying for your attention. Just beating down your door.
I guess you're implying that I go on lots of awesome dates.
Well, I heard you're as beautiful as a snail, so I figured you're probably going out on a lot of dates.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Does it remind you of somebody named Mark?
Yeah, actually.
That's not a bad giggle. That is kind of a positive giggle that you have right there.
Well, I mean, that was kind of cute.
Cute?
It was cute. Okay.
You liked it.
So, yes, Mark is the guy that asked us to call you. He says that you met after one of his poetry readings and he really enjoyed spending time with you, but now you're not answering any of his phone calls or text messages. And he was hoping we could find out why.
Well, it wasn't like the best date ever.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
He said he thought that you liked him until he said the line about being as beautiful as a snail.
I mean, the snail thing, I was like, what? That's weird. But it was like, I don't know, I guess he was just trying to be like dorky and poetic and find meaning in nothing and then make it something.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, you know, like he's trying, so that's nice. But
So wait, it wasn't the snail line?
no, it wasn't the snail line that got me.
Was the date already bad before the snail line? Because he thought that that was the turning point.
No. I mean, he made fun of me.
What?
Like how?
Well, we were just talking about poetry and stuff, you know, like you do at places where people go and talk about poetry. And
Makes sense.
Yeah.
so he asked me, you know, who my favorite poet was, and I told him, and he just laughed at me. He just made fun of me and for it. So I thought, wow, this guy is kind of a joke.
Oh, wow. So you brought up your favorite poet and he laughed at your taste?
Yeah, it just shot me down. Like,
Did you tell him that?
we talked about it. We kind of felt like we were arguing and going back and forth, and it was just not comfortable. And
I like how he asks your opinion and then says, that's a bad opinion.
yeah, maybe he thought I was joking, but I definitely wasn't, because my answer was one of my biggest inspirations. So when he shot me down, I was like, wow, this guy's a f***ing ass.
Yeah. Okay, well, who's your biggest inspiration?
So I said that my favorite poet was Dr. Seuss, and he laughed at that.
That's awesome, though.
And now the guy in the background's laughing. Great.
Yeah, but
You don't expect people to talk about great poets, and then, I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. I'm not a big poetry guy, but I wouldn't think
Well, I
Dr.
mean-
Seuss like.
I thought she's kidding.
See, yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't matter, like, anytime I bring it up, everyone's going to think that I'm kidding, like it's a joke. And see, he's laughing again.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I can tell
They're frustrating.
you're getting upset, and Jose laughs at everything,
Yeah.
so don't worry about that. Okay, he laughs at everything. But
Okay.
I will tell you this: Mark is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
Sorry if that makes you even more upset.
Oh my God.
Dr. Seuss? That's what this is about?
Well, yes, that's what offended me. Like, you really hurt my feelings because I, vulnerable like a little snail, opened up and told you something that I like, and then you just like shoved it right back in my face, and it was rude. It was like,
I genuinely
you have no
thought you were
respect
kidding.
No, you have no respect for me. So why would I call you back?
It's not that I don't have respect for you, Lizzie. We had a great time. I'm just saying Dr. Seuss is who inspired you to be I mean, what is
Well,
that?
yeah, I mean, obviously you cannot get past that. Then, like, if you can't, you know, deal with the real me, then you don't deserve it. So.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish is not a poem.
I think it is.
Yeah, it rhymes.
It definitely is a poem. And
It's a poem for children. I thought we were talking about real poets. I thought we were having a grown-up conversation, and then you start talking about, you know, everyone loves the Grinch, but I'm not 10 years old anymore.
Mark, you need to back off right now.
What? Am I offending you right now? Does anyone else there actually think Dr. Seuss is a real poet?
Oh, come on.
Truly.
Maybe the people that bought the over 600 million copies of his work that was sold, yeah, maybe that counts for something. What have you sold?
Ouch.
Okay, well, maybe I haven't sold anything, but did Dr. Seuss go to open mics every weekend trying to, like, perfect the craft? No, he didn't.
Do we know that for sure? I don't know.
I don't.
Maybe Dr. Seuss did go to open mics.
I guarantee Dr. Seuss never opened up to a live audience in a dive bar. I bet he was at home scribbling down children's writing.
I can't believe how ignorant you are right now. He went to Dartmouth College. I'm sure he had to speak in front of many people.
How do you know so much about him?
That's interesting.
Like I told you, and you didn't listen to me before, he is one of my biggest inspirations. So, yeah, I'm going to know some stuff about him. And, like, you don't even have a clue what you're talking about. You're the one that called me.
Look, if I wanted to be a hack like Dr. Seuss and write about cats and hats and bats, then I could. And you know what? I could probably sell 1 million copies. But I don't. I go up there and I talk about my feelings and the world around me like a real poet's supposed to.
I find it hard that I even have to defend myself in regard to Dr. Seuss. Other than writing children's books and poems, I mean, he's very political, and he has all kinds of hidden symbolism in Green Eggs and Ham. And
Oh, my God. No, that's not. What is the symbolism in Green Eggs and Ham? Food poisoning? Bad meat?
Yeah, Mark, why don't you go back to your own apartment and write your whiny poems about your ex-girlfriend, because that's clearly the only type that you can get.
Well, okay, great. Why don't you just go back to the bookstore and sit in the children's section on a mini stool and read your pop-up books? How about that?
Ouch. Yeah, it would be more pleasant than talking to you, that's for sure.
I thought for sure we would get you on the phone, Mark, and you'd apologize and say, "Oh my God, I didn't mean to diss your inspiration. I'm sorry."
I would have if she didn't double down on it. I mean, good Lord.
Is that not what is that not what this whole phone call is about? Just to make fun of me some more?
No, it was to try to get you a second date with Mark. Which, if you would like a second date with Mark, Lizzie, we will pay for it. Would you like to go out with him again?
No, hell no. That is the last thing that I would want to do. I'd rather go sit in the children's section of the library and read pop-up books. Thank you.
It does sound pretty fun, actually.
Never call me again.
Wow.
Hey, Mark?
Yeah.
No second date for you, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it.
But I did, in that time, write a poem about it if you want to hear it.
I do.
No.
I would love to.
No.
Don't put me on the spot like that. I didn't actually have anything prepared.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Melinda, please?
This is Melinda.
Hey, Melinda, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi.
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 Are you familiar with the show?
Yeah, a little, yeah.
Hi,
Melinda.
Melinda.
Okay, what's
Okay,
up?
cool.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Wow, hi, everyone.
Yeah,
Everybody
we're
is here.
all here.
We don't normally do these phone calls where people actually know who we are. Usually they're always confused.
I'm still confused. Don't get me wrong.
Any idea why we might be calling you today?
Is it a prank thing?
No, that would be a really bad prank at this point.
Yeah. No.
I guess that's true.
Congratulations, Melinda. You're about to star in a second date update.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you know who would have emailed us?
There's two options. I went out recently with a guy named Aaron, and then I went out with a guy named Mike.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm sad for you that you have multiple options for this.
Yeah. No, you're yeah.
Well-
it's horrible. Don't ever be single.
Out of those two dates, which one do you think would email a radio show to call you, Aaron or Mike?
Ooh, it's still difficult.
Wow.
I'm guessing Aaron.
Congratulations! You guessed correctly.
Kevin.
Aaron emailed us and told us about your date and wanted us to get you on the phone and ask why you're not calling him back.
And he seems like one of the most awkward people ever.
He's quite special. Like he's oh God, he's a very special guy. Like he's not like my special guy, but it was a bit of a weird date.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, even his recap of the date sounded kind of weird.
Oh, what's his take on it?
His take on it was that he showed up to your house, and I guess your mom was there. You live with your mom or something?
Yeah.
Okay. And at first he thought your mom was you.
Yeah.
Which is,
So he told us about that.
an innocent mistake.
Yeah, and then he told us about the awkward joke that he made about, hey, you're kind of cute. Maybe I should take you out, too, to your mother.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, you're laughing now, but he said that it was dead silence from both of you when he told the joke.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm laughing now because it's so cringeworthy. The first 10 seconds of your Tinder date, and he's hitting on your mom. Like,
And did you know he was joking with that, or did you think he was serious?
he didn't really make it that clear. Like he was, like, we all hoped he was joking, but like that's why we weren't laughing.
All right. So all that happens, he kind of hits on your mom in front of you, and it's awkward, but you still decided to go out to the movies with him. Why?
I thought I'd give him a chance. He didn't seem like a mean guy. He was just really awkward.
Okay.
Special.
That's not even the weirdest thing that he did.
It's not.
Really?
He upped himself.
Yes, he stepped up the game. We were standing in line at the movie theater, and he was so nervous that he turned around and he said, you know, like that comment that I made about your mom, I didn't really mean it. And I said, I know, I don't want to talk about it ever again. And he was like, no, like you're my type. And I said, thank you, like I get it. And he takes out his wallet. He's like, no, I'm going to prove it to you. Like you're really, really my type. And from his wallet, he takes this folded, like torn out paper from a magazine, and it's like super worn, like so it's been there for a while.
Okay.
And he unfolds it, and it's a picture of like a model in a wedding dress.
What?
What?
And he goes, see, like she even looks a little like you. Like this is like my perfect chick.
What?
Wait.
From the magazine?
He pulled out a wedding picture of a girl in a bridal gown and said, "You're my type because you look like this woman?"
Yeah, no, he said, like, this is my perfect chick. You even kind of look like her. I always carried her with me to, like, remind me of what I'm after. And
Whoa. What did you say?
Yeah.
I was speechless.
Excuse me, I have something to say. Excuse me, I have something to say.
Okay, Aaron, we'll get to you now, I guess.
What?
Oh, Melinda, that's Aaron. He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and if you couldn't hear me over all your chuckling, I have something to say. You know,
Okay.
I don't normally show that to people. I just pulled it out because I felt like I had messed up so bad with your mom and you, and, you know, I wanted to show that, you know, I wasn't interested in your mom.
Whoa.
Is this for real? Is this really happening?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I was trying to flatter you.
How did you think that would be good? Like that would work?
No, like I said, that's a picture of my perfect chick, and, you know, you look like her, and you're my type, not your mom.
That is, like, one of the worst ways I've ever had someone do that.
Aaron, do you not get that, like, I don't know, seeing anything in a wedding dress on a first date that's already going pretty poorly is going to maybe backfire?
Well, I mean, the wedding dress isn't what's important. That's just a happenstance, you know? I mean, the point is, that's, like, the perfect girl for me, and Melinda sort of looks like her, and that's the point.
Okay.
That is so weird, man.
Thank you. Yeah. Now you guys know why I didn't call him back.
No, I still don't get it. I think that was a very nice compliment.
Jubal loves when you
Yeah.
pull out wedding scrapbook material.
How long have you had this picture in your wallet, Aaron?
It's like 3 years.
Dude, Aaron! And not to mention, I mean, the wedding dress aside, okay, even if that's not the point, you're basing your ideal woman on a picture of someone. That's also, like, kind of shallow, man.
Jeez, guys. I thought you were going to be on my side. I mean, it's just a photo in a magazine.
A creepy photo that you showed me, like, on our first date. What?
Well, I wouldn't have had to show you the photo if I hadn't accidentally asked your mom out.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, if that wouldn't have happened, you would have never known that photo was in his wallet.
I guess it's good that I knew early on, so thank you. That's great. That's good.
Aaron, I mean, I guess you have good intentions, but it sounds like nothing went right on this date.
No, well, you guys are forgetting about how great the movie was.
That's true.
Oh, right.
You did say earlier that you really liked the movie you guys saw. Well, in that case,
Oh, my God.
Melinda, would you like to go out with Aaron one more time? We will pay for a second.
No.
You didn't even let me finish.
Yeah.
We'll pay for it.
No, I'm
No?
good. Thanks.
You are his dream girl, you know.
Actually, she isn't really my dream girl. My dream girl is in the photo for the magazine in my wall.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
You kind of
Yeah,
sort
that's
of
a definite no. on
look
that
like
date,
his dream
yeah.
girl. All right, well.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Jillian, please?
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Jillian, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
A radio show?
Yeah, like the kind that's on the radio.
That's a really good descriptor.
Thanks.
Yeah, I get what a radio show is, but why are you calling me?
Oh, I'm calling you because we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
About me?
Yeah, it's a guy that you went on a date with.
What?
Mm-hmm. His name is John, and he looks pretty damn good in your yoga pants.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, that's not good.
John emailed us about you because you aren't calling him back.
He emailed you and told you about me?
Yeah.
And told you about the photos?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he told us that you met at a spin class, went back to his house and had dinner, and then after you left his house, you also left your yoga pants there, and that's when he took it upon himself to put on your yoga pants and text you a pic.
Oh, my God.
I mean, from his description, your guys' date sounded dreamy.
The date was fine. I'm just not really feeling him.
Why is that? Is it because he texted you a picture of himself wearing your yoga pants?
It was definitely the picture, yes.
Dude.
Wow.
I mean, it was risky, right? It could border like funny or super creepy. And apparently it went super creepy for you.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just think it's funny that he's wearing your yoga pants? I mean, he was trying to joke around. You can at least see the humor in that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I see the humor in the pants, but did he send you the photos? Have you seen them?
No, he's only sent them to you, I think, or maybe some friends. I don't know. But I'd like to see him. If you got them, you want to shoot them to me? I'd like to see.
Trust me, you don't want to see them. They're creepy.
They're that bad?
Come on.
Yeah.
What's so
Dude,
wrong with it?
it's the man area, isn't it?
No, it had nothing to do with him wearing my yoga pants.
Then
what's-
what was so bad about the picture?
Yeah.
He's shirtless in the picture.
Is his
is that-
shirtless body that disgusting to you?
It really grosses you out?
No, he's got tattoos on his chest.
Oh.
Okay, and?
Well, on one side of his chest, he's got a gun.
Oh, really? Doesn't-
Like a very intricate gun.
Okay. That can be a little jarring, maybe.
And then on the other side, he's got the words kill count.
Kill count?
Yeah, with a bunch of tally marks underneath it.
Whoa.
Like he's a murderer?
What the hell?
That is creepy. All right.
No wonder you didn't go to retrieve your yoga pants.
Yeah, no, I know, and I want nothing to do with that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I interject? Can I step in now?
Sure, I guess.
I'm scared,
Oh,
so
early.
go ahead.
What's that?
John is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you, and so that was him.
Are you kidding me? John's on the phone right now.
Hey, sorry. Please don't freak out. Can I explain this to you?
I
I'm not a
cannot
great
believe this is
person.
happening right now.
I can explain this. It's not at all what you think. I swear to God.
A gun with kill count isn't what she thinks?
Okay, first of all, it's not. I didn't kill people. I hunt deer. I hunt deer with my dad since I was a kid. That gun you saw is actually the tattoo of the rifle that I got from my grandfather. It's a Remington deer rifle, and the kill count is the number of deer that I hunt. And I'm a licensed hunter. I drive a pickup. I got barrels of shelled corn in my truck.
You're not helping your case.
I just hunt deer. I don't kill people. I'm not, I'm not a gang guy at all. I just hunt, and and I'm a very responsible hunter. I prepare the venison. I store it. I use the whole deer, and that's all it is.
Oh.
John, how do I know that you're telling the truth? How do I know that this is about deer hunting?
I don't have a criminal record.
That just means you've never been caught. Yeah.
You're a really good murderer.
Do I look like a murderer? Sure. I mean, would a murderer be in a spin class? Really?
A really good question.
No, murderers like to stay healthy too, okay?
This is just getting out of hand. This is super strange to me. I don't like guns. I don't know you. I don't know who you are. Anyone can be at the gym, and I don't know. I have a bad taste in my mouth.
I totally understand that, but just to let you know, I'm a sane human being, and what's strange to me is how the yoga pants did not repulse you.
Yeah, no, I mean, the yoga pants thing was funny, but it's the fact that you have kill count written on your chest with a huge gun. You can't just send photos like that to people. I mean, you got to explain that.
Plus, it's a really mixed message with those yoga pants on.
Yes. Okay. I get it. I didn't really think of the optics on that, and I get your point, but I am not creepy. I will not hurt you. I am a good cook. Yes.
Yeah, you are a good cook. You have that going for you.
And did you like my bolognese?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, that was with venison. That's with venison that I murdered. And
Are you sure you're a hunter?
Bad joke. My sarcasm is not coming across. It's just part of how I grew up, and there's no threat. I swear.
Even still, can you still be attracted to him if every time you guys hook up, you have to look at a gun and kill count on his chest?
What if I take a Sharpie and just put an S in front of the kill?
Skill count? That sounds much more refined to me.
Hey, Jillian, would you like to go out on a second date with John? We will pay for it. I don't know a lot of serial killers that make a good bolognese. And I know a lot of serial killers. They're usually bad cooks. Would you like to go out with him on a second date? We will pay for it.
Okay, as long as we don't talk about guns or anything like that.
No, I promise you, I will not bring it up, and I want you to be able to at least go back to the gym and hang out. I don't want to take that away from you. I feel bad about that.
Okay.
So does that mean you're going to go out on another date, or you're just going to go back to the gym?
Yeah, no, I'll go on another date with him.
Okay, make sure to call someone beforehand just in case.
Yes, thank you.
Jillian, are you glad to know that John's not a murderer?
Absolutely.
I don't want to see what other tattoos he does have, though.
Actually, John, do you have any other tattoos that I should know about?
Why don't we get together and talk about that?
Yeah, he definitely does then.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Eric, please?
Yep, this is Eric.
Hey, Eric, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm good. Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
Okay.
How are you?
Fine. May I ask why you're calling?
You may, and I will gladly tell you that. You recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and she asked me to call you and find out what went wrong. It's a segment we do called The Second Date.
Oh, okay. I think I've heard of this, actually.
Oh, you have? Have you ever heard the segment?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, at least you're kind of familiar with it. Well, congratulations, Eric. A girl named Amanda wanted me to call you today and find out what went wrong on your date. Do you remember going out with Amanda?
Yep.
You met her at the golf course?
Yep.
Okay. She said that you guys enjoyed a fun dinner out, at least in her opinion. Was it not fun for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was fine and stuff, but I don't know if I can really talk too much about details or anything like that.
Is there anything that you could share with us? Because she says she's tried to text you a few times after going out and you haven't responded at all. She thought things went well enough that you guys would see each other again.
Yeah, I mean, she's a nice girl. I just don't know if it's really the best thing for me to give her a call back and pursue it, I guess.
You know how it is when somebody doesn't call you back. You sit there and wonder, and you're like, why don't they like me? She really liked you, and she would love to see you again, so.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with her. It's just that, after our date, I was kind of telling a couple of my friends about it, and I got kind of a lot of crap from them because they said I probably should not be going out with Amanda. So I don't really know what to do, but I think it's probably best if I just let it go.
Do they know Amanda?
Yeah, a couple of them do.
Okay, and why do they think not going out with her is?
Well, I mean, it's nothing to do with Amanda. It's just that it was explained to me, and I thought about it. It makes sense that it's probably not a good idea to go out with somebody that works for me. So.
Wait, that works for you? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
How did
You
she?
mean she work? How does she work for you?
Well, she works at the country club.
Okay.
Do you own the country club?
Well, I didn't really want to get into details or anything, especially like on a radio segment. But yeah, I'm a partial owner of the club.
Wow. That's awesome, man. She sounded like she had no idea that you were a partial owner.
Well, that's good, I guess. I mean, people. I mean, it's nice when people just kind of treat you for the way you are, I guess. So.
Okay.
But it's not.
You didn't tell her anything about like what you do and that you own the golf course when you were out with her on your date?
Didn't seem relevant.
But are you are you really a participant in the golf club? I don't know how it's managed. Like you're not really her boss or anything.
Yeah, well, that's kind of why we went on in the first place. I didn't really think about it because I mean, it's not like she's a direct report, but she's still on payroll though, and it's a blurry line, I guess. So it's probably just not appropriate.
So you feel like dating her is dating one of your employees, and it's bad to mix business and pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of still struggle with this a little bit, because it seems like it's a blurry line, gray line, and it might be okay and stuff, but my friends were pretty adamant about this not being okay.
Are your friends also owners? I mean, are they your business partners, or are they just friends giving advice?
They're just friends. They don't have anything to do with it, but, I tend to take their opinions pretty heavily, so.
Did you like going out with her, though?
I did. I really liked her, actually.
Okay, so why not break a rule then?
I mean, I have to think about more than myself and more than Amanda. There could be bigger ramifications.
But come on, people meet through the company all the time. Like, it's super common. It happens, and everybody makes it just work.
Yeah, but that's when they're regular employees. He's talking about banging the help.
I did not just say that.
Right, Eric?
Wow. I'm not saying anything.
Eric, I thank you for being honest. I really do.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's kind of a sticky one, I guess. So
yeah, I should also let you know that she's actually on the other line listening.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am.
That's not cool.
Hey, Amanda, say hi to your boss.
Hi, Eric.
Hi.
I don't even know what to say.
Well, I'd be very careful in what you say because Eric apparently has the power to get you fired.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Look, I'm really sorry.
Oh my God. Yeah, but it's not bad. It's just, I don't know.
Of course it's not bad for her.
Just really unexpected.
I can legitimately say this is not you. This is a tricky situation, and I think maybe I screwed up even by asking you out. I'm really sorry.
I mean, now that I know the whole story, you don't have to apologize. What happens now?
I mean, like I just said, legitimately, it's not you. I mean, I really think you're great, and I had a really good time, and I think you're intelligent and vivacious, and I like a lot of things about you. I'd like to get to know you better, but it's,
You do own a golf course throwing around words like vivacious. That's a power word.
Oh, Eric, how often do women and chances like this come around, though? I mean,
I don't know. It's tough. I mean, I'm not going to say like I enjoy the fact that you didn't know like what I do for a living, but I like the fact that you were just engaged with me. You weren't really. It wasn't about what I do and stuff. So I appreciated that. I like that.
Well, thank you for that compliment. I mean, I really had no idea, and I don't know. It's just rare to have someone as down to earth as you come into the club, which sounds so weird.
I think you should correct yourself, Amanda. Someone as down to earth as him come into his own golf course.
So weird. But yeah,
See, this is exactly what happened. This is what happened.
Yeah, but seriously, I mean, you came in and I really liked you, and I like had so much fun just like laughing with you the whole time that we went out, and it's just really rare for me to meet someone like you, and I just wish that it could work out somehow, but I don't know. I guess that's up to you.
Well, I mean, I take my friends' opinions pretty seriously, and it's not necessarily mine. I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, let me talk to the HR director at least and see what potential problems there could be.
that is such
Eric,
a business transaction.
how about
You own
this,
the place.
Eric?
Do what you want.
Eric, what if she quits live on the air right now and resigns her position at your golf course? Would you date her?
Yeah, I would, but I don't know if that sets a good precedent.
Hey, am I involved in this decision?
No, Amanda, not right now. I'm making decisions for you. Eric, I would love to ask if you'll go on a second date with Amanda. Not that you need me to, but we will pay for the second date.
What's the worst that could happen?
There could be a lot of bad things that could happen. I mean, I have to check it out first. I have to make sure it's okay.
Okay, so you'll go have a meeting with your HR person and see if it's cool if you date the bartender at your golf course.
We might have a bylaw against it. I don't even know.
Okay, well, so if you do all of your due diligence and find out if you can date her, will you go on a second date with her?
Yes, as long as she leaves her allergen princess hat at home. Just kidding.
Hey,
I'm totally kidding.
I can't help that.
So congratulations, Amanda. You sort of have a second date.
If HR approves.
Yeah. If the company signs off on it.
Eric, I'm excited and would love to go on a second date with you if it's professionally approved.
Sounds so weird.
Excellent. Stand by. I'll find out.
All right.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I didn't really know how to say it, I guess.
Eric, make sure if you do ask her out again, you get that request notarized and copied in triplicate so that you can have it in your permanent file.
Even if it's a green light, you'll probably still have to sign something here.
That's awesome.
Hello?
Hola, ¿puedo hablar con Grady, please?
Hello?
Oh, hey, what's up, Grady? Sorry, I'm speaking Spanish again. Is this Grady?
Okay, yeah, this is him. Who's this?
This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I know, there's a lot of things you don't understand right now.
Yeah.
Why? This is really the radio station?
Well, I'm a person.
Okay, that's
not a
what he meant.
station.
But yeah,
it's a show that airs on radio stations, yeah.
What are you guys calling me for?
Well, we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then don't call them back after, they can email us to give you a call and find out what happened. And we got an email from Catherine. You spent an evening with Catherine getting Mexican food and walking around the mall. You even bought her a hat. I don't know if you remember that or not, but...
Hold on, man. So, Catherine emailed you guys about a date that we went on?
Yes.
Wait, was it not a date? She wasn't actually sure on that one, but she thought it was a date.
Yeah, as far as I know, it was not a date, and I thought that was clear.
Oh, well, I don't think it was clear with Catherine because, well, I mean, she wasn't sure, but she was sure hoping it was a date. Did you have fun with her at all?
Yeah, no, I had a great time. I just, honestly, I met her at Spanish class, and I thought, she looked pretty and she was nice, so, I thought maybe she could also help me find, a little fashion of my own because she seemed, real fashionable. So I thought it'd be cool if we, hung out and shopped a little bit. That's it.
Wait, hold up, though. I don't get that because you're like, oh, she's pretty, and I want to hang out with her, so why wouldn't you consider it a date even if it was for her to help you go shopping?
So this is kind of awkward, I guess. I guess I should explain this. I am currently trying to go out with this Spanish chick, so that's why I took these Spanish classes. And yeah, so I wasn't trying to go out with her because I was already taking the class to try to go out with somebody else.
Okay, so you're basically using her as a stylist for the evening.
That wasn't my intent. You know, I did need help finding some clothes for my date. Yeah, this sounds bad now.
Yeah, but you bought her a hat even.
As like a thank you, like we were shopping for me, and I felt bad that we weren't getting her anything. So I'm like, you know, saw her eyeing this hat, and I bought it for her.
Oh,
all right.
That's like embarrassing.
What, that he has no style and he has to like convince somebody to go out with him to... Yeah, it is embarrassing, Grady. You need to do a better job of shopping for yourself. I agree.
That, but also like the mixed communication there. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's your fault and it's not her fault either, but I'd be so embarrassed if I were her.
It did seem like a date.
Yeah, no, it really wasn't a date, though. Like, I didn't even kiss her or anything like that, and it was more of a business transaction, you know?
Okay, well, maybe you guys can do more business together because she's actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Hey, Grady.
What?
Yeah, it's Catherine.
Hey, this is awkward. Why
awkward.
Why are you calling a radio station or emailing them about a date? I really didn't think we were on a date at all.
You took me to dinner after telling me I was beautiful. Unless you meant to say something else and your Spanish is just so bad that you messed up, which is possible, let's be real. Mm-hmm. But you said I was beautiful. You took me on a date to dinner and drinks, and you bought me a hat. And
wait,
you never
I didn't take you on a date. I didn't take you on a date.
So did you mean to say, oh, that Spanish girl in our Spanish class is beautiful or something, and you said I was beautiful, or... Because it was.
No, I mean, I gave you a compliment. It was a compliment. Like, you are beautiful, and so I give you a compliment. I give friends compliments all the time.
It's misleading when you don't tell me why we're hanging out, when you're using me so that you can hang out with another girl.
Oh. Well, you know, honestly, Catherine, I thought it'd be awkward if I approached you and was like, hey, need some help finding some style. I barely knew you. I mean, probably it's more awkward now, come to think of it. Right. But, you know, I just thought it'd be awkward.
I mean, do you not have any other friends that you know better that you could have asked for help?
Honestly, I do have friends, but nobody that dresses as nice as you. Like, every time I went to Spanish class, you look so amazing. So I thought, like, who better to help me out than you?
I'm trying to figure out if I'd be offended if I were you, Catherine. I mean, he's really complimenting you a lot, but doesn't want to go on a date with you, though.
I'm not offended if he thinks I have good style. I'm offended by the fact that he was manipulative and is trying to act like he wasn't.
Yeah, because that's what it sounds like to me, too, and that you're not owning up to it.
But he was at least being nice.
But he wasn't being honest, and that's the key. And he was using, like, she obviously liked him, and he knew that, and you were taking advantage of that.
Well, I didn't know that you thought it was a date. So, I mean, I thought we were just hanging out like friends in Spanish class having a good time.
I disagree because we weren't friends. It was our first time hanging out. You paid for everything, and it felt like a date.
Oh, yeah, you did pay for everything, too.
Yeah, see?
I told you guys it was a thank you for her helping me shop. You know, that I didn't, like I said, I didn't kiss her or anything. I didn't, like, seal the deal afterwards. I don't know. What do you guys want?
There's plenty of dates that don't end in a kiss. I just think that you should say, I'm sorry for not being more forthright.
Why would I apologize, though? You don't tell, like, you know, people, like, everything on the first date. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, you know, I'm going to go up to her and be like, oh, I have STDs from other relationships or anything like that. Like, I don't think anything open like that to her on the first date.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Grady. I always disclose all my STDs before any date. Always. And I think more people should do that as well.
That is a good
and you
point,
find better
Jubal.
matches that way, too. It's like, oh, you got one I don't have. Well, I got one you don't have. It's like trading cards.
But now you're describing it as a date. So now I'm even more confused.
I don't see why you guys think that it was a date, because it wasn't a date at all. It was just two friends hanging out having a good time.
Well, how about this? I think you guys should go out. Grady, would you like to go on a second date with Catherine? We'll pay for it.
A date?
Yeah, like an actual date.
Well, this is more awkward because that Spanish chick didn't actually work out. It turns out she had a boyfriend, so I would be okay with going on a date.
Okay. Well, Catherine, what do you think? It went from not being on a date and helping him shop for clothes to now he's willing to date you. You interested?
At least he's not a player.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, now you don't want to
but
date.
here's
Catherine, you just called the radio station to talk about our first date. So why don't we actually make the first date a thing
and just go out and do that.
I agree.
Yeah.
If you wanted to
Miscommunication.
date the whole time, why weren't you more nice and open to hearing what she had to say?
I didn't want to date back then because I was interested in somebody else. But since that somebody else just rejected me, I'm interested in Catherine.
There you go,
yeah,
Catherine. A big pity date for you if you want it.
And he is a romantic, Catherine.
I cannot believe this is happening.
I know.
Yeah.
You're getting asked out on a date right now. I can't believe it
think
either.
That's what she meant.
We're all happy for you.
I'm truly not interested.
Yeah.
No? Okay. At least you got your answer there, Catherine. And Grady, thank you for your time. Sorry the Spanish chick turned you down.
Yeah, and I guess I will be seeing Catherine in Spanish class next week. So this will be fun.
Adios.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Andrew, please?
This is Andrew speaking.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who is this?
Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Just wondering how you're doing today.
Well, I'm kind of busy. Was there a reason for this call?
Yeah, there's a reason.
All right, well, what is it then?
Oh, I'm sorry. You probably wanted me to answer that right away instead of just answering the reason part.
Yeah, that's sort of what I meant when I asked for a reason. What's going on?
I'm calling you today because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners. Her name is Lucille, and you guys went out to dinner recently.
Okay, well, all right. Why did she email you guys exactly?
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then they end up blowing you off after that date, you can email us and we'll get that person on the phone and ask what happened.
So I'm guessing she emailed you saying that I'm blowing her off?
Yes, she did.
Oh, you're on point.
Well, it's kind of a weird situation. I would rather not talk about it. I mean,
well, but she thought you were pretty cool and also understanding of the fact that she was distracted on her phone the whole time because her coworker, I guess who's a friend of yours, got fired.
right,
that
yeah.
night.
So I guess there was a huge, exodus at her work, and this was all happening kind of right when we sat down, and yeah, Lucille just couldn't get out of her phone because of it.
I gotta say, I gotta give you props too for sending a picture of the menu when she was super distracted. Like, that's a good move, man. That gets your point across really quickly.
You know, I thought it was a little passive aggressive, but I didn't know what else to do. I mean, I don't know if you guys been in that situation, but there's no communication. She's got her nose in her phone. Yeah. I was like, if I send you a picture of the menu, will you look at it then?
You can at least read it off the phone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But once I did that, she sort of told me what was happening, and I felt really bad. That was rough. It kind of put the egg in my face a little bit. But
yeah, because you'd been probably calling her names in your head up until that point. Like, oh my God.
I could have went way worse in the text. Yeah. That's,
all right.
I was teasing, man. I was looking forward to getting to know this girl, and it was just like stonewall. I couldn't get by at all. But
is that the reason you don't want to go out with her again?
Not at all. I mean, our friend getting fired with a bunch of their coworkers, that's serious business. I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah, totally.
But I got to say, I don't feel as bad anymore.
Whoa.
Why? What changed?
Well, I checked in with my friend after the date like she wanted me to. She was obviously really curious to see how it went. And I guess she heard that Lucille, while she was, quote-unquote, consoling her friends during this hard time, she shot an email to the boss applying for her friend's job.
Whoa.
After her friend had just got fired?
Yeah, our friend had just got fired, and what she originally said was she was trying to make her feel better, but I find out in reality she's trying to steal her old job. And that's just, if she does that to one of her best friends, I can only imagine how she would break my heart. That's just, I've been down that road way too many times. So.
But hold on, okay?
What?
She's not the one that got her friend fired.
No, but come on. On the first
someone's
date,
gonna get
do you usually apply for jobs on your first date with somebody? I've never heard of that before.
All I'm saying is that she was trying to make lemonade out of lemons. Like, she saw an opportunity because everybody else had been let go, and that was an opportunity to get a promotion, it sounds like.
I hear that. Hey, make lemonade out of lemons whenever you can, but do it in your own house. Don't do it out at dinner with with someone you just met. That's like they got their own lemonade there.
And I guess it's a little bit too I'm sorry, I'm so distracted. I'm just trying to console my friends and also trying to capitalize on some people that just lost their jobs. So
it's
I got a lot of stuff going on.
Very shady behavior just in general. And not only is that incredibly rude to me, incredibly backstabbing to her friend. I mean, why would I want to go on a second date with her?
Well, I have no idea. And then you can add one more thing to it because she's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and sort of has tricked you now into speaking with her. Jeez.
She's on the other line, you said?
Yeah, she's been listening to this whole thing and wants to talk to you. Lucille, you there?
Hey.
Oh, yeah, hi. You were listening that whole time, huh?
Yeah, and I think this was just a huge misunderstanding.
So you have an explanation. So it did happen then. It is correct. It is accurate. That's what you're saying. If there's an explanation, that means you did it. I'd love to hear this.
Well, I did. I emailed because we all know when things like this happen, when they downsize and all that, they reorganize, they shift everything, and I was fairly new there. It's like I don't make a lot of money, and so yeah, I inquired to find out exactly what was happening, if jobs were going to be reposted, because I was hoping that it might be something that's really good for my skill set.
So you don't feel bad about this at all? Are you listening to yourself?
I'm sad for my friends, but
you're sorry for your friend. You're trying to take her old job. Come on.
It's not like she was going to get it back.
Yeah.
Good point.
But this happened the absolute same night that she got fired, going behind her back trying to get that old job. I mean, I don't care how you justify that. That ain't right where I come from.
Well, but clearly she didn't cut it. She's still my friend, but as far as work goes.
Okay, so you told her all about it then, huh? Is that what you were texting her about at the same time? Were you consoling her and saying, "Oh, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and steal your old job"?
No, I haven't told her yet, but it's not like it's a huge secret. I will tell her, but she's dealing with her situation. That's the last thing she needs to hear, that the job she lost could benefit me.
Oh yeah. You're a real good friend. Yeah. That's great timing.
Oh my God, and why are you so mad at her? Yes, I agree that her lying about only consoling a friend was wrong and that she shouldn't have done it on the date, but you're mad from a deep-seated place that she's going to get your friend's job.
Well, you know what? You want to know why I'm upset? Because I'm the real friend in this situation and she's not.
But it's business, man. Like I said, she is not the one that got your guys' friend fired.
I hear that. So talk to the boss in 1 week, 2 weeks, but not the same freaking night.
Well, while you're on a date, too. I think the fact that you're doing that while on a date is probably making it even worse, Lucille.
I totally get that. But there was a small part of me that was super excited about a promotion.
Was there any part of you that was excited about a new first date? It sounds like you're all about the job and not even about me, so I guess I was right.
Yeah, but Andrew, your first date isn't going to pay her rent, okay?
I was really excited about you, but I'm glad all of this has happened because now listening to you, I realize you have a temper. You're not the boyfriend material I thought.
Oh, well, don't say that just yet, Lucille. We haven't asked if we'll go on a date with you. We have to do that before you decide if he's boyfriend material or not. Hey, Andrew, would you go on a second date with Lucille? We'll pay for it.
Will I go on a date with her? No, hell no. Absolutely not. In fact, I'm more sure of it now than I was before you called.
Okay, well.
No problem. I'm not interested anymore.
Well, yeah, and plus, now that this dude's dropped off, I'm sure you're already texting another dude to fill a spot. Right?
And I say good on you, Lucille.
That's what I should have been doing right now.
Wait, but I'm dying to know, though, did you get the promotion?
I'm one of the final two, so I have a good shot at it.
Well, that's great news for you. I'm glad something worked out. I'll send you a card that you could wait for it in the mail. Say, congratulations, Judas, you did it.
Nice.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Nick?
Yeah, this is Nick.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. Thank you for asking. Nick, the reason I'm calling you today is because we got an email about you from somebody who listens to our show.
I didn't call you guys.
No, I know. Yeah, I know that. No. Calling you. We got an email about you. So we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. So we got an email about you from somebody who you sort of went on a date with.
Yeah, that's a stretch even.
Do you have a name?
I do. Before I tell you that name, I want to ask you not hang up on me. Her name is Cece.
Yeah, she's been I know she's been trying to reach me for a while, and I have not had a chance to get back to her. But yes, I know who you're talking about.
Why are you?
You sound really casual about this.
How are you not like?
I wouldn't call it a conventional date by any means, but
Yeah.
What do you guys need to know?
Well,
What do you mean?
yeah, I mean, she just wants to know why you're not calling her back. And we all assumed it was because she kind of broke into your house while you were asleep.
And slept in your
Yeah.
bed.
But apparently that's not a big deal.
Believe me, that sounds insane. I get it. But actually, I kind of understand what happened and why she actually ended up inside my place.
Oh my God, I don't know who I'm more baffled by now. At first, I thought Cece must have been the most clueless woman that ever walked the face of the planet. But you sound like you were okay with her breaking into your place and sleeping in your bed without you knowing?
Well, I mean, I kind of dropped off communication kind of abruptly, and I wasn't able to get back. And it was a bit much. I'm going to agree with that, yeah.
But she was concerned, and I get it.
Okay, so if that wasn't the deal breaker for you, then why haven't you gotten back to her?
What could be worse than that? I'm so baffled right now.
We were in touch a little bit afterwards, and she texted me a picture of me sleeping.
Creepy.
And she said that she took a bunch of those pictures, and she wanted to assemble like a photo book of me sleeping. I mean, she's a photographer, and she's kind of out there, you know.
Wow.
This is like an art project, but I just thought, you know, it's a little intense, I think, you know, for me.
A little?
Yeah, dude.
Like, that would have most people going to the authorities to file some sort of report.
Yeah.
No, she's not like a danger like that. I mean, she's definitely eccentric. I would say that.
All right, so breaking into your place, sleeping in your bed, and you didn't know she was there, not a big deal, but taking pictures of you while you're sleeping is what did it.
I mean, my understanding of this is that she didn't actually break into my place. My neighbor let her in, and and I trust him implicitly, and she was clearly concerned.
But it still sounds like you were like still maybe considering going out with her.
You know, I really wasn't sure what to make of it at that point. I mean, it was so far removed from any kind of a date that it was just, I think it's like a friendship of some sort.
Okay. Well, if it's a new friendship, then I'll just let you talk to her right now, because guess what? Cece's on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious? Really?
Yes, I am. Cece, are you still there?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I hope I didn't say anything insulting. I am totally cool, you know?
What?
No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I don't see why taking pictures of you when you're sleeping is creepy, but I respect your opinion.
Oh my God.
You know, it's not, I don't find it creepy, and I don't want to paint you like that. It's a little much for me, you know. I'm a little more easygoing, I think, you know.
This is insane.
Okay, so are you still up for a meeting? Because I only sent you a couple of the pictures, and
oh no,
you know, I could show you all the pictures I took of you. I made a nice album.
Sleeping.
You know, I'm okay. You know, I'm not feeling well these days. I'm a little bit under the weather, so I don't want to get you sick. And
all the
I
days.
think he's just scared.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe check in in a few weeks or so.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Can I just pause for a minute? I just need to know. The morning you wake up and a stranger is in your kitchen making you breakfast, you were still cool at that point.
Yeah, no, she wasn't a stranger to me at that point. We've been texting all that night, and I mean, it wasn't any more alarming than like waking up after a night out drinking and then waking up with someone that you don't recognize. I mean, that was, I think, more alarming to me than with this one.
My God. You guys
all right, yeah,
belong
you guys
together.
do belong together.
But now he feels uncomfortable about me taking the pictures of him sleeping, and now I feel bad that I inadvertently made him feel uncomfortable. That was not my intention.
It's not that I'm so much uncomfortable. It's just that it's, you know, I'm a pretty relaxed person, you know, and that's a little. I mean, I just feel like it's a little too forward, if that makes any sense, you know. And I just want to take a step back a little bit, and you know.
Nick, would you like to go on a second date with Cece? We'll pay for it. You should.
Yeah, you know, I don't know about that right now. I want to just take my time a little bit. And
No, you have to go out with her. I mean, now she thinks it's okay to break into men's apartments. Like, you have to okay this because you're already.
I told you I didn't break into his house.
Whoa.
Okay.
Hello.
I think they're escalating.
God.
Yeah, geez. I know, Cece, right?
Sorry.
Man.
Okay, you guys.
Sorry about that. So Nick, you're not interested in going out with Cece again right now?
Not now. Not now. You know. Sorry,
but down the road, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm not in that place right now. I'm just, you know, I'm kind of freewheeling and happy about it. You know.
Okay.
All right, and Cece, are you okay? I mean.
Sorry to upset you.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I lost my cool there. It really pisses me off when somebody accuses me of breaking in when I didn't break in.
God, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, well,
What
you know what?
are you talking
like
about?
I said, sorry about that, Cece. And
Oh my God! Don't be waiting at my car for me, please.
At least you know that Nick maybe somewhere down the line would go out with you again.
Yeah.
I think that's a wonderful thought. Thank you for being positive. Finally.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm sorry about the whole thing, but you take care, okay, Cece? Be in touch.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Don't be
yeah, Nick. Yeah, don't be. Nick, thank you for your time, man. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah. And today's second date does prove there's somebody out there for everybody.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.